old-world taste with traditional recipes and fresh ingredients. That time and place still exists at Corpolese Italian Bakery and Deli. Since 1924, now 4 generations and 4 locations. The Corpolese family has been bringing you back to a more nostalgic time by sharing their favorite recipes and consistently adding new flavors for new traditions. While Corpolese Italian Bakery and Deli is well known for their famous tomato pie, voted best in Philadelphia, nothing compares to their fresh baked bread and strombolis, handmade pastries, cookies, pies, and a wide range of custom cakes. For a list of locations and all your party needs, explore more at corpolesebakery.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
Yes, it does. And the NFL season kicks off in 14 hours and like 20 minutes.
3 more wake-ups for the Eagles.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how I look at it.
Oh, my gosh.
3 more wake-ups.
That is fantastic. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. As we get rolling this morning, hopefully you are ready for the NFL season kicking off tonight. It is a Wendy's Thursday, and that's the only reason that Pat Egan came into work today is because he knew it was a Wendy's Thursday.
Correct.
Because you thought it was Thursday on Wednesday, and it's all confused.
It's all been messed up this week.
I said to my wife yesterday, I said, Jamie thought it was one day, Pat thought it was a day forward and everything, and she goes, does nobody have calendars? I said, it's hard when you have a day off.
Yeah, all right.
Relax. Phone is a calendar.
There you go. Does nobody have their calendar? It's the way it works. And I said, well, Bob said the day snuck up on him.
Never said that
he
at
just
all.
said, can you believe it's...
That's what I heard.
It's Labor Day week already. The NFL season's with us. Can you believe that it's here?
Sure, I can, because August had 31 days, just like it has for all the years I've been on this earth.
Shut up.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
Bob was...
It's got 31 days.
Can't believe football's here already.
September's 30th.
Oh, amazing.
Just
Same
look
time
at
as every
calendars
year.
same time every year.
Pat and I were bullying the WNBA earlier, and Bob was defending the WNBA. I said
Guys getting a Sue Bird jersey.
I said, is it a Sue Bird jersey
I'm
coming
thinking of doing it.
Is it coming for Bob this Christmas, maybe? The Sue Bird jersey, so he can wear that outside. I got good news for you to start your day, everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. 22 is the magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. It's 22. And 2 days ago, the panic had set in. Oh, it's panic. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. I feel like you're going to blow this. And every September, it's bad. Every year's different. Every team's different. And the Phillies are up by 4 games this morning. And the magic number is 22. You eliminate the Brewers every time the Phillies win. Every time the Brewers lose, it's 22. The Brewers have today play 2 games while you play 1. They have a doubleheader today at home against the Giants. So maybe Gabe Kapler gets you 1, and maybe you can find a way to take care of business against Alcantara, which you've done 3 out of 4 times this year. You've started against him. You played him 4 times this year, and you've won 3 of those games. Nobody has done that in baseball. So just that's what you're looking at. The Phillies have been better against him as far as winning games, his starts, than any team in Major League Baseball. Yeah. So that's good news.
Yeah, they have some guys that are doing decently against him this year, too. The recent hero, Edmundo Sosa.
He's been really good.
He has been, both offensively and defensively. He's only faced him 6 times, but he has 3 hits on him. But Harper's hitting 370 off of him. Schwarber's hitting 350 off of him. Segura, 333. And we're talking more than 20 at-bats. Alec Boehm at 273. Now, you also have the other end, and you wonder, is it time for a rest? Rhys Hoskins is 6 for 35 with 14 strikeouts.
Ooh.
That's a 167 or a 171 batting average. So you wonder... I'm of the ilk, and I said this to you guys before. If I'm Rob Thompson, I'm kind of keeping my regulars in there. I don't care. Come hell or high water, they're in there. But you look at this and you say, well, do I throw somebody else maybe at first base tonight? Do I go maybe Real Muto at first and catch Stubbs or whatever what may happen? So we got to keep an eye on that.
Heard a discussion on Major League Baseball Network, and they're talking about the Phillies and everything, and they said that a great point, that Rhys Hoskins and JT Real Muto are perfect examples of somebody saying, look at the baseball card at the end of the season. But they go through stretches where they just don't look like the person they're supposed to be, and then they go through stretches where they rip open the shirt and they're Superman.
And that's not the person they are either.
And it's weird. It's that
that's the balance.
But they are the perfect examples of, well, at the end of the year, look at the numbers. They had a great year. When in reality, they don't. A year, but the stats all say, yep, they did.
Probably
Reese
the
is
case,
struggling,
though.
right?
That's probably the case for most baseball players.
You look, though, they were showing Harper, Segura. It's not. They were showing Harper. They were showing Segura. They were showing.
Yeah, those.
They're showing the other members, even, I forget who else they were showing. I'm drawing a blank.
Edmundo Sosa.
No, they were not. But Harper and Segura, and they're going, there are guys who are consistent throughout the course of a year, and it was a discussion of the playoff teams, all the teams that are currently in playoff position, how many of them, who are the guys you can count on month after month that it's going to be marginally different, and then there are guys in each lineup, and this happens for the Cardinals, happens for the Dodgers, happens for the Braves, happens for where guys get hot, and that is where the Phillies are sitting this morning. That's a nice win last night. That was a nice win. Wasn't a beautiful win. It was a nice win. Nice win. Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Grinding out a win is what you got to do.
I love that.
Yeah, I had no problem. Bailey Falter, I think I read this to you guys. He's 4-0 since August, 4-0 with an ERA under 2.3. So he's been getting it done. And
He has certainly been, and
I love a lefty.
And not getting enough respect from me. I'll raise my hand. Not getting enough respect. And Pat, I'm coming over to your way of thinking that I think right now I'd be fine saying fifth starter next April, Bailey Falter. Go solve something else. Pencil Bailey Falter in as your fifth starter next year. I'd be more than happy with it.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, just learn to accept it because it's going to happen.
I'm fine with it.
I'm wondering at this point if he's your fourth starter next year.
Okay, then I have a problem with it.
Well, I say that because Griff McGarry was just promoted to AAA, and they might end up taking the money that they would save on signing a veteran fourth starter and putting that towards a Trey Turner type, knowing
Like
full
a more
well,
splashy move.
Yeah, knowing full well that Griff's coming, Painter's possibly going to be in the rotation at some point. So I wonder if they bump Bailey up to the fourth, and then Griff McGarry ends up being your fifth. But yeah, he's been serviceable in the role, and that's kind of what you look for in a fourth, fifth starter. Back into the rotation guy is he goes out there, gives you 5-6, limits the damage. That's what he's been doing.
He's doing a good job. And Connor is in for Pat today in his seat because Jamie's out today. And Connor, I guess the tone on the Locked On Phillies podcast changes a little bit now. 4 games up on the Brewers. I think it's the point that everybody was missing the other day when the panic had set in was the Brewers aren't that good.
Yeah, they are, and it wasn't really ever a concern about them, though. That's the thing. It's like
it wasn't?
No, because can the Phillies collapse enough that it doesn't matter how good the Brewers are or not? Like, they've collapsed against teams that are worse than the Brewers. That Marlins team in 2020, and I get it was a weird year. But that team that made it in is worse than the team that the Brewers is trotting out day in and day out today. But I'll tell you what really helped me out, and it wasn't even last night.
What's that?
Aaron Nola overcoming the September thing. The guys in the clubhouse know how he performs in September, and they're not going to talk to him about it. But seeing a guy who struggled so much go out and do what he did can kind of exercise demons for the entire team.
Let everybody breathe a little bit.
Yeah, and also guys that weren't here, like Edmundo Sosa, having big games, not knowing about the collapses, that helps you out too. So, yeah, they're playing nice right now.
Yeah, they are. And Phillies, again, whether you like it or not, magic number is 22.
You know what was nice was, and this wouldn't have happened with Gabe or Girardi, but Edmundo goes out on Tuesday, has a nice game.
And he gets in the
Rob
lineup
Thompson
again.
says, you know what, we're going to ride it again. And under the previous managers, you wouldn't have seen Edmundo Sosa for 7 more days. And it ends up paying off.
I think that's fair.
I would have been a fan of it if Edmundo Sosa went 0 for 4. Just rewarding guys that perform when given the opportunity. He's not going to take Bryson Stott's job. We all know that. But, you give him the opportunity, and look what he does.
And it was gutsy also because Stott is hitting really well over the last 3 weeks against left-handers. Something like 364. So you could have gone back to Stott and reasoned it with, well, he's hitting lefties well also, and he's my starter. But he didn't. He rode the hot hand. And defensively, Sosa, I mean, on the throw out to second base from Real Muto, that's a hell of an athletic play.
Yeah,
right
that's-
there.
play.
I mean, that's his calling card. That's
exactly
why he made the majors, and it's one of the reasons why the Phillies traded for him, because their defense, as we know, wasn't great.
And you know what I find a little bit different about this team, and so in years past, last year before, last 4 years, at this time of the year, you had the loser mentality, kind of just waiting to be scratched, and boom, there it is. With this team, although they just had some bad losses, it's the fun mentality that's around this team that it's waiting to be scratched. Like when something a little good happens, you see the over exuberance from this team, that they really like each other, they're having fun, all of that stuff. I think that's hanging over the clubhouse more than the loser mentality right now.
See, John Kruk last night pointed it out on the broadcast. When Sosa hit the home run, that Aaron Nola was up and he said that is the most excited you'll ever see Aaron Nola in his entire life.
Yeah.
Aaron Nola, I donate to you. It's just dull. And he's getting into it. He's being relaxed. He's being excited, and it's great news. So Phillies Magic number 22 going into today. It has a chance to really change. Tomorrow could be a wild thing because you're up by 4. So you got that the Giants playing 2 with the Brewers today, and the Phillies playing Alcantara. Today could be a wild swing. The Phillies could lose, Giants could win. Could win 2, Giants could lose 2. So be watching it heading into the weekend. But that number continues to plummet. Bradford Whitewater here just brings you the 6 o'clock hour, the John Kincade Show. Bradford White is here for the Pro. The morning mind bender from Coach is 25,000 Americans were surveyed, and only 15% said they still use this on a daily basis. What is it?
Soap, bar of soap.
Soap.
That's just the first thing. I don't read Coach's things on purpose because I want to be surprised by your question in the morning.
Don't use it. I don't read it either. Said they don't use this on a daily basis. Then I'm going to guess it's deodorant.
Deodorant? I hope not.
No, I'm going to guess it's deodorant because a lot of the hipsters say that you don't
Connor,
use
didn't
deodorant.
you say you don't use deodorant?
No, I didn't say that.
They
I
even,
use
had, they
deodorant.
even had that commercial with the. They even had one of the commercials on one of the cable channels with the you don't need to use deodorant every day now. Like it's 72 hours. Now.
I'll go with a beeper.
A beeper, Pat. That's a
beeper.
Pat, that's a great answer.
Do you think there's still
Is there still
15%
beepers?
of Americans using a beeper?
Yeah, I know.
I like Pat's answer.
Volunteer
I'm teasing.
firefighters, especially they
use
still
them.
have beepers.
So they're not going to the fires some of the days?
No, they do. They get beeped.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a landline telephone.
Does
That's
anyone
a
have
really
that
good
anymore?
one.
Man, my mother does.
Does she?
Yeah.
Your mom has a landline?
Yeah, she got roped into, Verizon or Com. One of those like, oh, hey, triple plays.
Why do they want you to have it?
I have no idea.
Because it
Betty
costs money.
Call you.
No idea.
Even Betty got rid of one at like 85.
Yeah, T-Dog's heavy into the phone.
You have a guess, Connor, quickly?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
you said
a
it.
landline
okay.
telephone.
Here you go. Coach?
Yeah, it's funny that Pat said his mom still has the landline. I don't have a landline, but every once in a while on my TV, it'll pop up that somebody's calling me.
Yeah, I have that too.
I don't have the phone.
Well, then you do have it. No, it means you don't have a
you just don't
phone,
have it
but you
hooked up.
have the
Have a number.
landline.
Yeah.
My refrigerator, if you listen to it closely, rings often.
What?
I'm not
Who is
kidding
calling
you.
your
Now,
refrigerator?
I don't know. This house that I moved into, it's an older house or whatever. We, fix it up. But if you listen every once in a while to my refrigerator, you hear like a brrrr. I swear to God, it's a telephone ring.
Really?
It's almost like it's
See,
haunted. But
I'm
go
not
ahead,
gonna-
Coach. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what is it, Coach?
All right, all good answers from you guys, but those weren't the answers. It's cash.
They don't use cash. That's a great
15%
answer.
out of the
On a
25,000
daily basis.
I don't use cash on a daily basis.
Yeah, I
daily
don't either.
basis.
I
actually
think I
used it
use
yesterday.
cash. I think I use cash probably 2 days a week, maybe.
Great cash, homie.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I don't use it every day, ever.
No.
No,
not at
I
all.
just like tapping the app, tapping the phone. I
just sit home.
whatever it is.
They don't charge me there.
By the way, I'm not going to expose my yuppie friend that has it. They have a refrigerator that talks to you,
Ah, nice.
and a refrigerator that has a TV on it,
Ah,
and a refrigerator No, you don't, Pat.
Yeah.
And I've said that, and I was told, well, just then don't buy one.
Guys, let's
What I was
stop talking about Jamie's fridge like this when
And
he's
it
not
was
here.
that they have an app that they can look into their fridge when they're at Wegmans or Publix, here at Acme.
Acme.
And they giant. they can look inside their refrigerator when they're at the store to see what they have in it.
Yeah, we have that at my mom's house in Jersey.
You have a camera in
You
your
can play
refrigerator?
music out of the fridge. It's got like a smart screen.
Yes.
You can see into it. Yeah.
Yo, yuppie. Seriously,
talk to my mom.
I didn't think that was the man. I didn't realize you came from that kind of privilege.
No, it's just the fridge.
Hey,
it actually sits in the backyard. It's all we got.
Hey, it's Wendy's Hot and Crispy Fries. They're great. It's a Wendy's Thursday on the John Kincade Show. Perfectly sprinkled with sea salt, better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's. That's why Pat came to work today. T.J. Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift. To me, this is going to be the acid test for the Eagles' new revamped linebacking core. And something does confuse me a little bit. It seems like the linebacking core that has been revamped just gets an automatic benefit of the doubt from the Eagles fan base. That all of a sudden it's going to be great. Now all of a sudden we fixed it. It's fine without seeing any evidence that we have. I realize the resumes are really good, but I'm just not going to assume that it's going to be more than competent. And I've heard things about the Eagles have a great linebacking core on this station. I've heard people talking about it. Oh, well, the linebacking core now has got to be top 10. I'm like, okay, whoa. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit. I want to see them perform against a mediocre to poor team first. And I think Hawkinson and Swift, I think the Eagles will win tomorrow. We'll talk about it all tomorrow. I think the Eagles are going to win, and I'm not worried about laying the points. But I am worried about Hawkinson and Swift. I think both of them could have big days.
A couple of things. The defense or the linebackers with the overratedness. I haven't heard that people say they're great, but it's vastly better than what they had, obviously.
No question, yes.
And it's the most excited Philadelphia has been for a linebacking core in a long, long time.
Well,
Therefore,
that's true.
That's where you might get your overratedness. With the Swift and the Hawkinson thing, I think people are looking at like, watch out for them. They could be good this year. They're not proven commodities at all. Hawkinson's never caught more than 700 yards in a season.
Swift is improving.
Swift is improving, yeah. On a bad team, and you have to give the ball to a running back. And look, I root for the kid, local kid, obviously, but not a known commodity yet. So those two, while they'll be the focus probably of the Eagles' defense because the Lions don't have much more, they're not these. Look, you're not going against Kittle and some other running back that's just killed it in the league. So I'm not going to say they don't concern me. I like the matchup of the Eagles linebackers against them. Let's put it that way.
Well, I understand why we're falling into this trap because we do it every year. I mean, they'll sign Zach Brown and then he goes off and becomes a musician.
Forms a band. Yeah, exactly.
Because he sucks at football. But we convinced ourselves all offseason that this is the guy, Casey Matthews. We're no, he can do it.
Yeah, he can do
and
it.
he sucks. I mean, these are more proven commodities, though, that the Eagles are throwing out there at linebacker. So I think that's the excitement factor.
I just wonder about chemistry because they haven't played yet.
They haven't. I still don't think it's going to be an issue. I mean, Hawkinson and Swift are big fishes in small ponds because of the fact that they play on a bad team, and they are the options. And you can go up and down the Lions roster and go, oh, well, it's a bunch of nice players, no great players, and that's what they are. I mean, Hawkinson's the safety valve for Jared Goff. He uses it often because they don't have a great receiving core. So I'm not overly concerned. I mean, I think they'll get theirs, but I'm still not overly concerned that we're going to come out of this game and go, man, those linebackers can't play. I mean, I think the linebackers will make some plays.
I like the Eagles this weekend. We'll be talking all about it in the next few days. But a reminder to you, have your confidence pool picks in today by 7:45. So if you entered our confidence pool, and Connor's nodding his head. Connor, you sound confident.
Oh, my picks are already in. I give my most confidence to the Bills over the Rams tonight.
You are not putting 16 on that game.
No, I am not.
All you got to do,
giving away my picks. They're in.
Don't give away your picks. We'll figure it out. Now there will be no posturing on this show about who's leading after 1 week, right?
Unless you are.
Is it? Come on now, no posturing. It's a long.
Did you make your picks yet, John?
Mine are in.
Okay.
Mine are in. And
Pat,
I still have to sign up.
Pat still has to sign up.
You can. It's full now.
Are you serious?
I think I got a notice saying it was full.
That it's full.
Oh no,
Way to go, Patty Poopy Pants.
Okay, that's not serious.
You better check.
First of all,
during this break, you better get on there.
I don't appreciate the lie. And I don't appreciate
I'm not lying.
And I
got a notice
I don't
that said it was full.
appreciate the nickname. Why would you get an email saying it was full?
Because
you didn't
I'm
create the league.
special.
Kick rocks, Cooney. I'm done
You'll
with
see.
you.
Check
I'm
the
done.
confidence
You better
pool.
check.
I'm not confident.
Connor,
that
are you saying it's
I'm not
locked?
confident.
I'll put 16 points confident that it's locked.
Are you serious?
Find out.
So Pat,
Oh,
who made fun of Bob,
Uh-huh. Here we go.
Oh, I'll make fun of Bob all
didn't
day.
get in the contest.
That happens. Yeah.
There's got to be an entry in there that somebody just didn't put their real information or
Is
something
there a
like
No,
that.
we're not
So
kicking
we could-
people out
No, we
for putting
absolutely.
me in. It's
No, if you don't want to play, don't play.
This is nepotism.
No, it's
or
not
something like that.
It's
I
not
don't-
nepotism.
It's not. I'm not related to you guys, but somehow this is nepotism.
No, it's not
We're
nepotism.
kicking people out.
No, only if somebody's not. There are rules of engagement.
Well, let me ask you, what did Bob put as his name?
I don't know.
Because if it's not Robert Cooney,
Yeah, but
then
it
he
has
gets
his,
kicked out.
said
his
just
email.
last name
His
so you know
email
who
is
you are.
But his email's attached to it, so you can go to the list and see it's Bob Cooney.
Yeah, but if it put Bob,
No, it doesn't
his-
matter.
Technically, his
No,
name
no,
is
no,
Robert.
No, no. No, what it
So
means.
kick him out and
no,
put me in.
we can
Dog.
see that it's Bob Cooney.
Yeah, I don't know though. So let's kick
Nah,
him
I
out.
actually see one down here at the bottom that's Big Possum 22.
There it is.
I don't know who that is,
I
so we
think
could
we
probably
all-
remove that
Oh,
person.
So-
we do.
Put respect on the possum's name.
We will. We'll check that out. And how will Pat find his way in? He better get in touch with Todd.
He'll play dead for a while, and then all of a sudden he'll pounce.
Pat's already excited about the Temple football home opener. The Owls battle Lafayette this Saturday at 2 at Lincoln Financial Field. Kids tickets on game day are only $10. Visit owlstix.com. So
That's a win.
get ready for that.
Patriot League team. You better beat them.
What's the
Oh, they
Lafayette
better.
nickname?
Leopards.
Very good, Patrick.
All
The
over it.
Leopards?
I think so.
Really? That doesn't sound like a football name. It sounds like one of those, like a Keanu Reeves
Lafayette
movie
Leopards.
football name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it just
with you.
doesn't
Johnny
have a-
Utah is their
Well,
quarterback.
then Temple
Thanks.
better win this game if they're playing a
Dude.
bad nickname team.
Dude, better win the game? I mean,
They're FCS. They're the Patriots.
Yeah,
was
I mean, hey, in
terrible.
Matt
I
Rule's
hear you.
first year, they lost to Fordham, so sometimes
Yes.
losses happen, you know?
it does, but it better not after
I agree
after
with
what
you.
I saw against Duke. It better not. Let's
Or-
just put it
or
that
you-
way.
or
Well,
you
hey,
didn't-
maybe
what
they'll
you
even
didn't
score
see.
this week.
Let's just put it that
What
way.
you didn't see against Duke.
Liv's like, so is it dad? Is it very similar? She goes, she's been to a ton of Eagles games. She goes, so is it going to be very similar? Her first college football
Very
game?
much so.
And I
Yes.
said, it's going to be. She goes, when you get off that subway and you walk up, I said, it's not going to be like.
It's going to
If
take
you
you
close
hours.
your eyes, you're going to think it's Eagles Cowboys.
It's
Hours
not
to
going
get
to be. It's not going to be the same. You know, just
You know?
a little
don't
bit.
bring
different.
don't bring the family because it's a raucous atmosphere when the Lafayette crowd comes in. Oh,
Well,
look
Lehigh
out.
would be a
Lehigh or
totally different-
Lafayette, it's raucous.
I mean, it's going to be fun.
The rivalry
get,
renewed.
Get the rivalry renewed.
Anytime you need to sell tickets, just put rivalry renewed.
Yeah, that is.
That's
that
it.
is- that works. Hopefully, you will have a great day and you will stay with the Fanatic all day long. FanFest 2021 is coming up on Saturday, October 1st from 1 to 5 at Xfinity Live. FanDuel Sportsbook presenting FanFest 2022. A lot of you want to attend. We hope that you get that opportunity. In fact, we'll open up the phones, give a couple of you a pair of tickets to give away to two different people at 215-263-0975. 215-263-0975. You can get in and get yourself some FanFest passes. We look forward to seeing you there. We're going to seat 3 more jurors. We had some very interesting applicants. We'll share it next. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, guys, kick off week 1 with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Join today to get $150 in free bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Sign up with promo code Bob to get in on the action. Turn game day into payday all season long. All right, you bet that $5 bet and you get your $150. What are you going to do? Well, there's so many great things you can do. Just look at the local team. Jalen Hurts over under yards passing, maybe a Miles Sanders touchdown here or there. Whatever you want to do, there's so much to do on FanDuel. Bet on more than just the final score. Wager on everything from touchdowns to total yards to catches. You can even combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payout with the same game parlay. So don't fumble your chance for $150 in free bets. Win or lose, use promo code Bob. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Fanatic Fan Fest 2022 is Saturday, October 1st at Xfinity Live. Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Go to 975thefanatic.com for more details and ticket information.
FanFest is brought to you by Pierce Phelps. Whatever it takes. Go to nopaybryant.com. United Rentals. For all your power generation and HVAC rentals in the tri-state area, visit unitedrentals.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. Lose that summer vacation weight quickly and reset your metabolism with NJ Diet. NJ Diet uses technology that consists of hair and saliva sampling to customize a personal weight loss program. Contact NJ Diet today, and they're going to contractually guarantee you'll shed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. NJ Diet is a hormone detoxification system that evaluates and targets each individual person's needs, then balances your hormones where the side effect is weight loss. Then NJ Diet utilizes DNA testing to create your personal diet plan and workout regimen so you can keep the weight off. Full supervision provided every step of the way. You even get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet's all natural. No shots, no hormones, no prepackaged foods, no surgery. You can schedule an initial consult at one of their close by offices, King of Prussia, Cherry Hill, Newark, Delaware, or from home. Live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET, or log on to NJDiet.com. Lose the weight for good. That's NJDiet.com.
Are you a window and door installer looking for work or a change? Subcontractors wanted for window and door installations. Come work for a locally owned company in business for over 30 years. Make your own hours. Have use of a dumpster for your trash and get paid weekly. Install windows and doors for one of the area's most respected companies, Thermal Quality Windows. Hiring now. Call 610-325-0788 or visit thermalqualitywindows.com. thermalqualitywindows.com.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Staples has everything for school at great prices. So this year you won't go back to school. You'll be ready to move forward and build that papier-mâché volcano.
I am not cleaning this up.
Ooh, yeah, I meant the kids. Staples will help them move forward. Right now, Crayola 10-count markers and 12-count colored pencils are just 99 cents each, and Staples 1-subject notebooks are only 35 cents. Everything on your list at amazing prices. Staples, we're not going back. We're going forward to school. Ends 9/10, in-store only, limit 30.
Maine Kenny here. Whoops. Kenny Maine here. All right, that one was on me. And hey, for new Caesars Sportsbook app users, your first bet's on Caesars. So if you don't win, you get up to $1,250 back as a free bet. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app and sign up with the code RADIOFULL.
Open to new users in Pennsylvania who are 21 or older. Qualifying bet loses. Bet amount returned as a credit. Must use within 14 days. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. Are you tired of supply chain issues? Well, Spa, Hearth, and Home has the tubs. That's right, truckloads of hot tubs and swim spas in stock right now. And with Spa Hearth and Home's unbeatable pricing, 5-star service, quick delivery, you're going to be at home watching the game from your new hot tub in no time. Visit their showroom today. See over 30 models on display. Route 38 in Maple Shade. Online, spahearthandhome.com. The tubs are back, baby.
The Union, they're on a serious roll, people. After that fantastic 2021 playoff run, your Philadelphia Union are currently 8 points ahead in the East. They're taking care of business and cruising to the playoffs with incredible momentum. After beating the New York City Red Bulls and dominating the Atlanta United 4-1, the boys in blue turned their attention to Orlando City SC. Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. down at Subaru Park. You got to get down there and check it out as the Philadelphia Union are charging to the playoffs and a possible championship. So get your tickets today at PhiladelphiaUnion.com.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Stars and Stripes Harley has secured 0% APR financing on all new Harley-Davidsons. Stars and Stripes Harley has hundreds of Harleys on site for immediate delivery. Finance experts on site to get you approved. 0% APR on all new Harleys at Stars and Stripes Harley. Unapproved with average credit ends Sunday.
Ready to feel the excitement of opening night? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the start of a new season. Bet just $5 on Thursday's game and get $200 in free bets instantly. And an added bonus for Thursday, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on Buffalo or LA to win. If your team leads by 7 points during the game, you get paid instantly, even if your team loses. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FANATIC to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on Thursday Night Football. That's code FANATIC, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com. The Fanatic app. And now on Odyssey. The John Kincade Show.
I watch TV, I play video games, and then I go to happy hour.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. I don't realize how many people, as the juror process went through, that claim that they either have met, talked to frequently, or know Pat Egan.
Sorry, what?
So many people
No.
that are part of the juror process have said that they email with you often, or they DM with you, or they talk to, or they've talked to you on the phone over the years when they call in. Are these people lying to me, or what? They're all like, "I love Pat."
Somebody's lying.
Yeah,
Pat
somebody's, yeah. If it's, we love Pat. Yeah, somebody's lying.
So you think that's what it is?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a lie because these people, a lot of people, responded in. There are 12 seats in the jury, and 6 of them have been seated. And I would very be proud of you. 131 is the amount of DMs that came in. Some of them sifted by the wayside because it's like, I want to be on the jury. And then some people, wrote, made their case, which is part of what I said is make your case. Show me who you are. Tell us about what you're about. And I think we found a couple people that'll be really, really interesting, including we'll give you 3 this hour, 3 the next hour. And it's brought to you by the personal injury law firm of Flager and Associates, who cares, they prepare, and they win. Visit FlagerLaw.com. And how about going to the Northeast? We didn't go to the Northeast. And, Pat, you think it's an important part of the city to cover, correct?
I am from there.
How about Dante from the Northeast?
What do you say, Dante?
Have you ever talked to Dante from the... You know Dante.
Dante's my boy. I love Dante.
And Dante says he knows who you are. Dante from the Northeast. Welcome into the jury. He said he's been a diehard football fan his whole life. He can even remember in kindergarten, every Monday morning they were assigned to write about the weekend, and he'd always write about the Eagles. He had pursued journalism in college and had a podcast at Cabrini. So that small Catholic school thing,
Nice.
Pat, little connection with you and Heavy Chevy.
Yep. When we
type
didn't
of
go there,
things?
but yeah, small.
So, I mean, but it's that connection that feels. So,
I mean, we had a connection when he said he was an Eagles fan.
he is supported by Hertz. He's surrounded by Hertz supporters, and his brother believes it's a Super Bowl bound team. He says, he wants to be more objective. So, Dante from the Northeast, fantastic, dude. That is fantastic. He sent a documentary on his Eagles
Sent a film crew.
So I believe he's somebody that is going to be very, 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 very thorough with
he said he wants to be more objective.
He wants to be more objective than
love that.
than his buddy and his friends.
I love that. You guys know this. It's a fascination of mine. Trying to watch things differently.
Yeah, but
I
isn't
love
that
that.
you?
So if he's looking at, it could be me, but it could be any of us. Like, say you're watching a game, John. If you say one day, you know what, today I'm going to watch this offensive line. Instead of just watching the quarterback go back, I'm going to watch the offense. You know, you can always watch a game differently. If he's watching it more objectively, I love that.
And he says he's trying to do that every single year.
That's
so
cool.
Congratulations, Dante. We welcome in Mike Parkhill.
I say Mike.
You say Mike.
Mike he was a major contestant and one of the finalists in our Know the Show game. Connor, you remember Mike?
Of course I remember Mike.
He's 5 for 5, and he now lives in Charleston, South Carolina. So he's a little south of your son, Bob.
Yeah.
And he is a huge Eagles fan. He's a fanatic lifer. He has been day one since the start of the station. And when we had our Know the Show game for the trip to Vegas, he was right in the mix. He made it to the semifinals, I believe, of that or final 3. So congratulations. Mike Parkhill, welcome in to the jury. We got another one to seat, though. And it's legit. I got the paperwork in. Graph Media. One of our fine supporters, one of our fine callers, Graf, who makes it out to our happy hours and everything. I love the fact that we get one of our guys we've put eyeballs on. We know Graf. Now, the question is, can we trust Graf? I trust his judgment. Graf gets a little energized sometimes, which I like. A little that.
We need that, though.
A little that fan energy.
We need that because when the jury's sequestered and people are getting tired and, it's taking forever for lunch to be delivered. And Ethel's in the corner, and she's just blowing it up. You know what I mean? Like it's a bad room. You need that energy.
So Graf brings it.
Yes.
Good job, Graf.
What is this medicine doing to you this morning?
Don't know. It's not good.
But it's doing something.
Mine and Pat's allergies are horrible today. And Pat's on some serious medicine.
You guys, my wife too. Like it's the allergies.
The time of the year, man. I always get it right now.
And I've got nothing going on right now.
This specific
whatever
room
it is. What is
for
it
me?
though?
Like my
Is it
allergies
dust?
are bad when I walk out, but for whatever reason they get worse and heightened when I enter this room.
So congratulations. We will have 3 more names at 7:30. And I thank everybody who sent in and applied last year. Just for reference, last year we had 63 or 64 people, doubled it this year, of people wanting to be part of the jury. And that's how these things usually go. People they understand what the process is. They want to be a part of it. We will have 3 more seated and another female to join the jury coming up, who made an incredibly impassioned case coming up a little bit later on next hour.
Her name is Donna Cooney.
Donna Cooney, who says, my husband doesn't know much about football, so I want to bring something to the show. She didn't ask to have her name said on the air, though, Pat, so.
Yeah, and I don't know if she's impassioned about football.
Hey, today's show is presented by Wendy's. Right now, try Wendy's hot and crispy fries, natural cut skin on fries. By the way, go get yourself a Wendy's breakfast this morning. Isn't that a great idea? Go grab yourself some breakfast. We're going to have ours a little bit later when the MVP shows up. We'll have our breakfast this morning, so it'll be great. Pat, you came up with an idea because we had a prize to give away next week. And I thought it was a really, really creative idea in dedication to a fantastic show that I don't know that a lot of people, a lot of people that I meet, I'm shocked, aren't the biggest fans that I know. And I think It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia always puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that, especially for my generation, it's hard to find somebody that doesn't like it.
It's a cult following for that show.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge for me, and it was huge in college, and then, it just stuck with people. I mean, that song is constantly playing in my house. Yeah, but they have a podcast. I mean, every show nowadays, I don't know if you guys have noticed, every single television show now has to have a podcast.
I didn't realize
Some are better than others. The Greg the Bunny podcast isn't great. The John in Cincinnati one, not great, but It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they have a podcast, and the crew gets together, and they talk about the episodes and what's going on in their life.
Fun.
Yeah, and they're doing a live taping of that podcast at the Met. They have 2 shows, the 18th and 19th, and we have 2 tickets to give away for the 19th. So I know.
How would we give it away, though?
Well, I don't want to do caller 5 to the contest.
No, we're not doing that.
And I don't want to do game time because that's been done.
No. We don't want to give it away.
So how about we just send Connor outside to a random location, and then we'll give clues, and then the first person to find him gets the tickets.
You got to go search for Connor.
It's Always
Sunny.
Sunny.
Find Connor, and he'll have 2 tickets?
It's Always Sunny in Connordelphia.
Wow. When's this going to happen?
Tuesday, because it's supposed to rain.
Tuesday.
Good
so
move.
I really enjoy this part of it. Well, too, we need Connor on a Monday. And NFL Monday, we cannot have Connor out.
Yeah, so we'll throw him out there Tuesday.
Wait, you're telling me I could just take Tuesdays off from now on?
I'm not
Is that
telling
what
you.
I'm hearing?
No, not telling you can take Tuesdays off.
Need
But
me on a
Tuesday we
Tuesday.
will send you somewhere, and then you will call in once a segment. You will give a clue, and then the first person to find you, and they have to say this is not good radio. That's the key.
Oh, so that must be the clue?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is not good radio is a return that we have, or coming in and out of breaks. You've probably heard it before. It's a promo for the show.
Okay.
Where Glenn yells, "This is not good radio," and I don't want people coming up to Connor and just saying, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And then
so it's got to be.
So it's got to be like that. Will be the key of hey, they were listening. They were actually searching for you. If they come up and they just say, "This is not good radio,"
sounds good.
And you'll probably hear that stager at some point.
So Tuesday, that's coming.
All
so
right.
Tuesday, it's Always Sunny in Connordelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you that already Heavy Chevy's probably coming up with a graphic.
And you're
will have
predicting
one of his. That will have one of your. Yeah, Tuesday's supposed to be ugly. I saw Karen Rogers. Do you not listen to Karen in the morning? You're a Karen advocate.
Can I be at like a bar or something?
No.
Oh yeah, it's
Pat
raining
will-
on Tuesday.
Pat will
You're
dictate.
screwed.
You want to
Pat
go?
will
You're
dic-
stewed, but
You want to go
what?
to Patty's Pub?
Pat's
I
going
would
to
love
dictate
to.
where you are, and make sure that this is a well executed.
In the dark corner of a bar with a whiskey.
No, I don't think that's going to
And
happen.
a raincoat
And a raincoat.
with a hat
You know
dripping.
what'd be great is one of those yellow, like Walmart
What am I,
special
the Gordon's
raincoats.
fisherman?
Like the Slickers.
That would be a great.
That would be great if we had that and the hat.
And a
Oh,
balloon.
yeah.
And a balloon. You could,
It had
Some
that'd
kind
be
of
great. A
bucket
little
hat.
Yeah, we need the hat.
I have a bucket hat. I got an Eagles bucket hat.
I know
can
you
wear.
do.
I got a couple bucket hats.
I'm not
a
shocked.
big bucket hat guy.
Every bucket
That's
hat.
not surprising.
Every bucket hat I saw at the Jersey Shore, Connor, that one when we were just down the Jersey. Every guy in a bucket
Hop
hat.
on the wave.
He looked like he'd be hanging out with you at a bar.
I like bucket
Every
hat
single
guys.
one of them. They were all. It
The
was
bucket hat
bucket hats.
community is a tight one.
I was big into bucket hats.
They didn't
when
look
I
like
was-
Bob.
My son
look
Tommy
like
wears
you.
a bucket hat on the beach.
They
every
look
day.
like you.
When it was 2000, I was big into bucket hats.
They were. It was a big trend.
It's still 2000, just 2022.
Hey, Ashley's Labor Day sale event has been extended. Save 20% off your entire furniture purchase or enjoy 60 months of no-interest financing with no money down. Ashley in Pottstown, Warminster, Bensalem, and Maple Shade. In Cooney's Corner, and later on we will have a Speak for Yourself where we hear from Nick Sirianni. He wants to talk about the Eagles' offense and put it into focus.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
All right, specifically, I want you guys to channel your inner Shane Steichens, your inner Nick Siriannis, and we all know about the beloved scripted first 15 plays, right? So I want you to go into Sunday. First of all, I want you to say what you think they're going to do. And then secondly, I want you to let me know what you would do. Okay? So first 15 plays we know are always scripted, supposedly. I have here what they did last year, so I'll give you a little cheat sheet.
Okay.
All right, so first 15 plays, I'll put this to
So
you,
this was
John,
against
last
Atlanta,
year.
right?
Against Atlanta last year. What do you think the ratio was run to throw?
I think it was first 15. It was 9-6 run.
Not bad. 10 times they drop back to, 11 times they drop back to throw.
Oh, no, I was wrong then.
10 throws, 1 scramble, just 4 runs. And if you'll remember how they started, it went complete. Quez Watkins, you remember that? They threw to him 4 straight times. Then it was a scramble. He had some runs. But their first possession wound up in a touchdown. But here's the way it went, just to help you guys out a little bit. Completion, scramble. Run, complete. Complete, incomplete, run, incomplete, run, complete. That's your 15 from last year. What are you looking for this year? What do you think Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen are going to do first 15? And I don't mean you have to go.
I'll go.
I mean synopsis.
I'll say 9. It'll be 60% pass, and it will be there will be an attempt early on to get a bunch of guys involved. A bunch of guys. Like it will be a spread the ball first drive. The first successful drive they have, he'll hit 4 receivers.
That's pretty good, and that's different from last year because he first drive completed 3 to Quez Watkins and then the touchdown to Devontae Smith. What do you got, Pat?
I will go a little bit higher. I'll go 68% pass.
So you're going 68. Well, I mean,
what are you going to see in those 15, do you think? Like, what are they going to try to establish?
I think they'll try to establish the pass, obviously, but I think that they will try to get the ball to A.J. Brown, and then I could see incompletions. And then you're looking at 3 and longs, and you got to pass on 3 and longs. So that's kind of why I'm picking more pass than run. But I could see it starting out with a run, and then after that, it's nothing but pass.
Wow.
So on first down, it's a run, and then pass.
14 passes.
I love it.
Well, no, not 14.
No, I know. I'm kidding you.
No, but still though.
But I mean, in first down, you get 2 yards, and the next thing you know, it's a pass incomplete. Well, now you're facing third down. It's 3rd and 8,
right?
So you're not going to run the ball. So, I could see it being a lot like last year.
What do you got, Connor?
There's only 4 guys I really want to see touch the ball besides Jalen Hurts in the first 15 plays. A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell. I don't need to see them spread the ball around all that much.
You didn't say Devontae Smith?
I'm good with – I kind of know – and I know Devontae will get involved. I want to see A.J. Brown, and I find it interesting they didn't target him remotely in the one preseason possession. I know it was only one possession.
And they said they purposely didn't do that.
I know. That, to me, says, 3 of the first 4 pass plays are get the ball to A.J. Brown. And Dallas Goedert, I think, is going to have the middle of the field to himself because of what Devontae and A.J. do on the outside. I think Devontae's going to have a big game, but I'd love to see them force the ball to those guys early because you can get away with it against a team like Detroit.
I'll tell you, I'm not far away from you at all.
So you're in that same mix
I'm looking at it like Nick Sirianni saying, wow, look at what we did on our first series last year that wound up in 6 points. Complete, Quez Watkins. This year, I see if they try to do the same thing, but I see it A.J. Brown.
Didn't you remember the Quez Watkins plays, though? Didn't they do those reverses, though? Didn't they do those crazy reverses
no, they tried
with him, too?
something with Rager.
It was that quick pass. Not the reverse. It was that quick quick pass, and then he would take it down.
Yeah. Most of them were right off the line passes. It was catch and run. I see them concentrating on A.J. Brown early here and then breaking out something else. So, Connor, I'm with you on that. I do think it's going to be pass heavy at first. I do think this game is going to be, and this isn't surprising, pass to set up the run. And early on, I think he's going to try to set that tone. What I would do, I think I would run a little bit more than he's going to. Draw play, something like that to catch Detroit a little bit off guard, but it wouldn't surprise me again if it's 11-4, 10-5.
So we're all in the same.
Yeah, we kind of are. Yeah.
That makes me wonder because when the public all thinks one thing, they end up pulling out another. Last year they dominated them on the ground. They bully balled them. Is it almost reckless for them not to come out against Detroit and try to bully them and say, "You couldn't stop us last Halloween. Try and stop us now"?
Well, I always look at it like when you have a really good running game, which Eagles do because of that offensive line and all, you always have that to fall back on, right? And I'm not saying negate the running game, but I think no matter what, your running game can work.
But what if you fell behind?
Yeah.
Then you get that pressure of everybody. Teams fall behind by 1 score and they start thinking they got to throw the ball every down.
Well, it was surprising, I thought, last year. Eagles got behind 3-0. They come out, Jalen Hurts starting his first full season, and Nick Sirianni says, we're dropping back to pass 11 of the first 15 times.
Yep.
I thought that was surprising a little bit last year, but that's what he chose to do. I would be really surprised this year if we see anything close to 50-50 run pass in those first 15.
I'd be blown away by that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clear he just wants to throw the ball, so...
I think so too.
I think he kind of ran the ball last year out of survival, and then it ended up working, and he just rolled with it. But I don't think you go out and get A.J. Brown to run the ball and block.
No. I'll say one thing about Nick Sirianni. Listening to him, and you'll hear from a Speak for Yourself coming up in the 8 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney as he sort of analyzes and reads between the lines. There is a there is a humble quality to Nick Sirianni. I hope he never loses. About what he learns, what they're trying to be better at, the man has I think he's very self-aware, and I admire that.
Yeah, listen to him as much as we have. I see his relatability to the players. I look at it and say, is it an age thing? He's close to their age. You hear the silly stuff, and one of the things I purposely left out today was he was so big on dog mentality yesterday. So you will not hear me talk about dog mentality, nor will you hear it in our cuts. But I do think he's relatable. I do believe he loves football, and I do believe he's just honest to the point of knowing that he's corny, knowing that he's trying to do what's best for his players as far as relatability. I really don't find much wrong with him off the field right now.
He hasn't been worn down by the league.
No, not yet.
That's a good
or
point.
us. Yeah. So, Pat, there is one thing I got to talk to you about is in that chair.
Yes.
I'm not used to anyone complimenting John Middleton. I think John Middleton is a guy who absolutely is completely devoted to trying to get this fan base a winner.
Yeah,
I'm not used to hearing any compliments. I always hear that he's not doing enough from that chair.
Yes.
When I listen to Jamie.
Love you, Jamie. Disagree with him, though. I love John Middleton. I think Philadelphia has 3 really good owners in this city that don't get enough credit. Suns, Comcast owning the Flyers. You've got owners that care, that are willing to spend, that don't cheap out, and you can't say that for every city in America. That's for sure. There are a lot of owners in sports that are willing to take the revenue dollars and then cut and run, and that's it. They don't spend money. You can't say that about Philadelphia. Jeffrey Lurie is always in it with top level free agents. Josh Harris, obviously, while his track record as a businessman is to kind of penny pinch, he hasn't done that yet with the Sixers. And then you've got John Middleton. And John Middleton was a guy that I think the Phillies have 7 or 8 owners, but he's the forefront of that group, and he owns the majority of the team. But he's out there, and he's accessible to the fan, and he spends. And when the pandemic was going on, and there was every reason for him to sit in suite and watch the games and be alone, he didn't do that. Knowing full well the JT Realmuto contract was over his head, he went out and greeted the pandemic crew who were showing up every night, right? So, he went and hung out with them, knowing full well he was going to get the signed JT stuff. I saw him at the ballpark earlier this year. I went up to him. I mean, he's very accessible.
He worked the crowd again the other night.
Yeah, and so that's what I saw it on Crossing Broad. So credit to them because that's where I noticed it. Tuesday night, he's in the 300, 400 level, hanging out with the 12 fans that were up there because it wasn't a good crowd, and he just makes himself very accessible. And I don't think we're used to in this day and age billionaire owners just walking around, working a crowd, smiling, shaking hands, thanking people for coming. This is the Arena Football League, and John Middleton is accessible, which the guy spends, and he's willing to talk to fans and sit there and take pictures. But you combine all of that, and it makes a great owner. John Middleton wants to win.
For 4 years, he's a top 5 payroll guy.
Yeah,
last 4 years. He's a top 5 payroll owner.
He's backed up.
And he still gets criticized that he's not doing enough.
Yeah, he backed up what he said. He said, for special players, we'll go over to the luxury tax. He did that. Whether they're making the right decisions, drafting or international markets, they recently just had another international bust leave the organization.
Right.
That's another thing, but he's trying. And I have to give him credit for the fact that some owners don't do that, especially in baseball, by the way. They hide behind, we're a small market team. Ed Wade said it way back when of we're a small market organization. And every Phillies fan was like, what? What?
Yeah, it takes a lot of confidence by Middleton to be able to go out there and be among the people because, nobody gets ridiculed more in this city than upper management and everything like that. And then, look, the Phillies haven't had success. They haven't been in the playoffs since 11. So for him to go out there and do that, A, good on him, B, it shows you that he believes in what he's doing.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Mark Cuban, where when he bought the Mavs, he wasn't sitting courtside. He was sitting up in the nosebleed section with the fan base to kind of thank them for coming because it was a bad organization. And I don't think Middleton's Mark Cuban. I don't think you're to see him on Shark Tank, but I'm not used to seeing an owner just walk around and take pictures and smile with people. Normally, they're either in a suite, in a box, not there at all, or courtside, inaccessible.
He absolutely is not that
especially in this city.
He's not that guy. No, I love
the hoagie mouse that we have.
I love it. I love it.
I think we're pretty lucky in this city to have the ownership that we do. Sans Comcast.
All right, well, the Lions, if they are scouting Jalen Hurts, what are they seeing? We'll get to it next. 7 o'clock hour, John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. I know this. Right now, the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook has a great deal for you. And you can use it if you're an existing customer like me, or you can use it if you're a new customer. In fact, if you're a new customer, you can take advantage of two great deals. Right now, they're giving you plus 100 odds on the Eagles game on Sunday. By the way, I'm getting 50 points. The Eagles plus 50. I have a feeling I'm winning my bet. Now, the max bet's $50. I have a feeling I'm winning $50 on the Parks Sportsbook app. Even I can't screw that one up. $50, Eagles plus 100. It's a great, great deal. And if you're a new customer to the Bet Parks app, here's what you do. You download it, you use the promo code Kincade, and you can get a risk-free bet up to $750 that'll be refunded in site credit should you lose. I think you sound pretty smart, though. I think you're going to win. College football on Saturdays, the NFL on Sundays. You want to get in. And, of course, all these Phillies games you want to place a wager on, too. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out the Fanatic pregame show this Sunday starting at 10 a.m. Live from Timeout on Pine in Huntington Valley, PA. And brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Bob Cooney, Devon Gibbons, Jamie Lynch, and Pat Egan will get you ready for the game and take a look at this week's opponent. It's the Fanatic pregame show this Sunday starting at 10 a.m. on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RACE for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RACE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RACE.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Now, local businesses can get closer to every customer in their city with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSConnect.com/local. Specific markets. Restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try Babbel for free. That's BABBEL.com.
The weather this time of year is more unpredictable than my fantasy football team.
Wait 5 minutes and it'll change.
The weather or my team?
The weather. Your team stinks. I can't believe who you drafted in the first round.
A new system from Pierce Phelps will keep you comfortable no matter what the weather does. And right now, qualified buyers can enjoy 60 months interest-free financing on a new home comfort system. Visit nopaybryant.com to find a Delaware Valley dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Cigars are not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Looking for a premium smoke? Then welcome to the world of Al Capone cigars, where we're keeping it real. Using only premium natural leaf wrappers, Al Capones are hand-rolled for a unique look and smooth flavor. From mellow to bold to the rich flavor of sweet cognac. Al Capone cigars stand out. Elevate your style with Al Capone My Way. Find us at alcaponecigar.com. That's alcaponecigar.com.
Meet Harper, teammate at Truist. Hello. She was born to care and always had your back. Like the time her friend's bumper car took a gnarly hit.
Oh no!
His retainer went flying, but Harper caught it before it got crushed. Today, Harper's a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking. With no overdraft fees, a $100 negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, Truist One checking has your back too. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. $100 negative balance buffer. Eligibility requirements apply. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut, skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
We all know Philly sports is big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports reports that are powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, go to pico.com/business.
Ready to feel the excitement of opening night? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the start of a new season. Bet just $5 on Thursday's game and get $200 in free bets instantly. And an added bonus for Thursday, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on Buffalo or LA to win. If your team leads by 7 points during the game, you get paid instantly. Even if your team loses, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FANATIC to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on Thursday Night Football. That's code FANATIC, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You think Jamie has some really crazy opinions? Don't worry. We do too.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 a.m. hour of the John Kincade Show, brought to you by the all-new Bet Parks app. Sportsbook and casino in one sleek, easy-to-use app. Pennsylvania and New Jersey, you got to be 21. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. By the way, that Bet Parks app, as I told you, plus 100 odds, up to a $50 bet. The Eagles plus 50 on Sunday. I think I'm winning that bet.
I think you're good.
I've already put it down.
I don't see them losing that.
I think, a 51-point Lion victory, I don't think it's happening.
Vegas knows something, John. I wouldn't be touching that one.
It may be. So take that. Plus, you can get the risk-free bet up to $750. You could really cash in on the Bet Parks app. Bob and Pat don't know his work, but comedian David Arnold, who I saw in Vegas no more than a year ago, really funny comedian, passed away overnight. And if you ever watched that he was on that Fuller House show.
I loved Full House growing up. I didn't get into
Well, they
Fuller,
did that
though.
Fuller House.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one because I didn't watch Full House the first time, not at gunpoint.
Wow.
But he is a really
The one sitcom he missed.
He was coming into Philly in October too.
That's a shame.
And it really out of nowhere. I saw him interviewed the other day on national TV about his book. And he died last night, but a really, really funny guy. And condolences to his family. As we start the 7 o'clock hour of the show today. By the way, 3 more jurors at the bottom of the hour, the final 3 seats. If you have an entire offseason to study an opposing quarterback, I'd imagine you probably have a book on them. And Detroit has known that this game was their opener since early May. And it was Detroit's worst loss of the season last year against Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. And even though Jalen Hurts didn't have a big part in why they got their asses kicked that day, I got to figure that Detroit had this one circled. How many times do you think they've watched the video of Hurts versus the Buccaneers? I pained myself yesterday to do it, to go back and watch the 15-minute version of that game. Jalen Hurts was atrocious. Arguably the worst player on the field for the Eagles in that game versus the Buccaneers. And honestly, the live mic audio of Todd Bowles, now the Buccaneers head coach, just sort of telling his players as they came off the field, it's exactly what you saw on tape. It's exactly what you saw on tape. He cannot throw, cannot go to his left. And everything that he was saying came true. So what have the Eagles done, do you believe, to account for that? And what are they doing as far as their game plan to coach up their quarterback and to adjust to that? Because I don't know, are we expecting, what's more basic? Are you expecting new wrinkles in the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts' game? Or are you just expecting superior execution?
Well, this is a dilemma coaches face. You obviously want to improve the weaknesses of a player. But do you go to it to the point where it hurts your team? I mean, hopefully Jalen Hurts has gotten better at throwing to his left. Hopefully he's gotten better at throwing to the outside, better at throwing guys open, anticipating. All of those things that we've talked about, hopefully he's gotten better. At the same time, what are his strengths? I don't want to go away from them too much. So, if you're scouting him, yeah, absolutely. You look at that. You listen to Todd Bowles mic'd up last year.
By the way, I actually think Todd Bowles, knowing he was mic'd up, and I love Todd. We were college classmates. He's a great guy. I think he was a bit disrespectful.
Nah.
You know the mic's on you.
I don't care.
Really?
That's an opponent. I'm not being Tommy Tough Nuts. I'm really not. I don't care about that.
Wow,
Like, if I'm a coach on the sideline,
he clowned him.
I don't either.
If I'm a professional coach on a sideline, the guy can't do something, I have no problem yelling it out.
Yeah, also, I think in the moment, you might have that mic on you. You probably forget. I guarantee guys that are mic'd up he probably got that mic on him for a 1 o'clock game. They probably put that on him at like 11 o'clock.
Okay. And he knows it's going to be edited.
Yeah,
there's an agreement.
And he was honest.
Oh, no, he was honest.
I don't think you're curtailing. I think the fact that was released is the bigger surprise, because I guarantee if you take all the footage of mic'd up players, you're probably hearing way worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
But
I was surprised it was released.
We heard some of this during the game, though, that was even being picked up. They even had him. But while we watched the game,
find the lie. We're watching the game,
lie.
and
it's not.
That might be as honest as as nice as he could be to his players, of he can't read a defense, because he couldn't. It wasn't like he was out there calling him Stevie Wonder, but he couldn't read a defense. It was brutal, and that's my biggest concern with Jalen Hurts is you can have the work ethic and you can have the desire, the drive, the leadership, but if you don't have the talent and you don't have the ability to read a defense, it's only going to take you so far. Does anyone think Ryan Tannehill doesn't have Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't have the leadership? Every team he was on, guys clamored to him. They loved him. He wasn't a very good quarterback. He was a bridge quarterback. It's just what he was, But he had the desire to be great. He just didn't have the ability. That's what I worry about with Jalen Hurts is, you can sit there and work with Tom House in the offseason all you want, but if you can't read a simple defense and it's as simple as, hey, bring him to his left, we're screwed.
I mean, when you rewatch like you did yesterday, John,
and
that Tampa game, which I've done also before, It was almost like when we were little, if you were a better athlete when you were little, you would coax guys into doing something that you knew you could make them look bad. Like if I, say I was a kid, a defender, and I knew I could intercept a kid, I would act like I let a kid open. But then as soon as he went to throw it, boom, you could go and intercept. That's exactly what Tampa Bay looked like. Devontae Smith, okay, we'll leave you open in that corner of the end zone right there. As soon as he rears that arm back to throw, we're going to step in and intercept you. And that's what they did. And that's to what Todd Bowles was talking about. It's to the weaknesses of what Jalen Hurts was and maybe still is. We'll see this year. But there's a lot to improve on, and we'll get some signs on Sunday.
There is a when you look at watch that game again, there are not many, and I'm sure, Connor, you talk to people as they call into the radio station, and I bet you there's somebody right now who's a distinct Jalen Hurts supporter who's fumed by this conversation. And they can call us in at 610-632-0975. But, Connor, when I don't believe that, like, to me, even the most staunch Jalen Hurts supporter, I never hear them call up and go, how bad he was that day. By the way, his offensive line was not. He had time to throw.
Yeah.
He had time to throw. Devontae Smith wide open over and over again.
It was his worst performance of the year and the biggest spot of the year. So, not his worst. His worst was probably the Giants game, but it was It was a terrible game. Here's the thing that you cling on to, though, and this is why I think there's more wrinkles than just trying to improve upon what he's already done.
Okay.
This is the first time in years that Jalen Hurts has been with the same system 2 years in a row. We don't know what type of growth we're going to see from him. And the fact that he's able to pick up systems and play to the level that he has been at Oklahoma and in his first year with the Eagles and last year learning Nick Sirianni's system for the first time makes me believe he's apt at learning to the point where they can add a bunch of new stuff.
I think they're going to be better, but you're thinking it's adding new stuff.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards my answer, and the question was, Bob, I think they're just planning on him being better at executing what he couldn't execute last year.
That has to be the obvious and the number one hope. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest deficiency probably, execution. And under that umbrella of execution, there's so many things, right, John?
Correct.
Reading the defenses, being right up there, being able to throw guys open, all of that. Look, if I draw up a play and I'm confident that Devontae Smith can get a guy on his hip, and once he plants a foot and makes a cut, that he's going to be open 90% of the time. I need my quarterback throwing the ball 100% of the time.
Yep.
And if Jalen Hurts doesn't do that, well, then the execution isn't there, and then you got to go back to the drawing board. So that's one of the keys, I think, on Sunday for the growth of Jalen Hurts that we're looking to see is the throwing guys open, more than anything in my mind.
I kind of need to see Jalen Hurts from week one of last year. I thought that was arguably his best performance. Now, granted, it's against a bad Falcons team, but they're playing a bad Detroit team in week one. But
correct.
I mean, he was hitting guys in stride. He was playing with that confidence, that swagger. He had the legs, which is something he didn't have in Tampa. Bob, you've talked about it a lot. That ankle injury was probably hindering him a lot. But, he looked like, okay, this guy might be the franchise quarterback. And then as the season went on, that ball continued to hang up. And he wasn't hitting guys open. And I remember a buddy of mine who has season tickets, sits in the 200 level, so you have a really good view of the plays developing. He texted me, he's like, you see it on TV, but it's so obvious in person how open Devontae Smith is.
Yeah.
He's not getting them. Then when I'm in Tampa and I'm watching the same thing, I'm not watching Jalen Hurts drop back. I'm watching Devontae Smith get open, and it took him until like the third quarter to finally get him involved. It's concerning.
And Devontae, by the way, is something I missed of that game. And I don't know how I missed it, or maybe I just forgot it. Devontae was frustrated on the sidelines.
God, yeah.
And was frustrated with his quarterback.
He should have been. I mean,
it looked like there was some conflict that day. Like, come on, I'm wide open.
Look, you
hit me.
John, you've been in this industry for a while.
Yeah.
And Coach, same thing. Like we've all worked with guys that you like the person, but you go, they're not.
It's just not working.
They don't have it. And I worry that with Jalen Hurts and Devontae, there was so much made of, oh, my God, they're teammates in Alabama and all that crap. Yeah, but after a while, it's like, if you don't have it, you got to move on. And I think back to Zach Ertz with Sam Bradford. He was Sam Bradford's best friend.
Right.
Oh, we can't trade Sam.
But.
And then as soon as Sam left and you saw what Carson Wentz was, it was, oh, well, I found a new best friend.
Hey, try Wendy's hot and crispy fries. Get a Wendy's breakfast this morning. Those Wendy's fries, though, man, they're going to take you through at lunchtime. It's a Wendy's Thursday here on the John Kincade Show, and we appreciate you being a part of everything we've got going on here at the station. Make sure to get your picks in the confidence pool, because tonight is opening night. Get it in and get your picks in, or else you're going to get a loss for the 1-point game. It takes the 1-point game off your plate. If you don't get your picks in, you'll get a 0 for that 1-point game. So make sure that you get it on in tonight. Hey, in Pat's point of view, he's got a little hesitation regarding the Philadelphia 76ers.
This is Pat's point of view. Here's Pat.
Hi, guys. It's me, Pat. So the Sixers signed the backup big, Montrezl Harrell, and we talked about that a little bit yesterday. And I've had some time to digest that and not overreact to it. And I still have, even after what you guys said yesterday, I still have the same feeling that they're just kind of kicking the can down the road. And I'm concerned that we're talking ourselves into Montrezl Harrell like we did with DeAndre Jordan, a little bit with who is Dwight Howard a little bit, although I thought Dwight Howard played pretty decently here. But we talked ourselves into these big men of, hey, a couple years ago, they were fill in the blank. And now we're getting them. And they've worked with Doc and all that. But at some point, I look at the team that they lost to in the playoffs in the Miami Heat, right? And the Miami Heat have had success because of what? Their depth. And the fact that they found guys at the Lowe's Home and Garden Center, and they bring them in on a rookie contract, and they get depth out of that person.
Is that where they scout?
Yeah, they scout there. They scout a couple players.
I go in there sometimes.
I know Jim from PJ's lost a server.
He did
because the guy was 6'10".
Now.
Yeah, the guy was 6'10", and all of a sudden that guy's shooting threes. So at some point, the Sixers, because of their cap crunch, are going to have to get valuable minutes from guys on cheap deals. And that's why I wanted to see B-Ball Paul and Charles Bass this year. And I keep thinking back to, if it wasn't working after a month, was a guy like Harrell or a guy like Boogie Cousins or one of those guys going to be available? Because when you look at right now the all-free agent team of the NBA, there are a lot of big names.
A lot of names that I can't believe are out there.
And it's not like I'm sitting here saying going in getting Harrell is a bad move and all that. It's not that at all. I'm just wondering, is in the long run this going to benefit the Sixers or not?
Part of it speaks to desperation for me.
And I'm kind of there, yeah. And now to Bob and
like they're desperate.
So what you said yesterday, look, the reality is B-Ball Paul is a walking foul. All right, he's a little wild at times.
I raised my eyebrows at him in the locker room one time, and he jumped. He left the floor.
That's incredible.
Like, that's how much.
You just eye faked him.
I just eye faked him. He jumped up, and I drew a foul in the locker room.
I don't believe that, but how much of that I wonder though is the fact of he's itching to get on the floor, and we talked about he was shuttled from Philly to Delaware so many times last season that it's like he finally would get his opportunity and he'd try to make the most of it. I thought he did, but it was like the good versus the bad. He would get a bunch of blocks, he would get his points, but he would also foul out in about 3 minutes.
Right. A couple things here. I told you guys that I talked to somebody that literally the team would clap when he ran a play correctly. Like, those are little inside things that we don't see, we don't know. You put a guy out on the floor and you're trying to run something and he's not where he's supposed to be and a play breaks down, or you're supposed to be setting a high pick for someone of James Harden's, reputation, and you're nowhere to be found or something like that. And so that's worrisome. I think you used the word putting hope into. I don't know how much hope I have in Harrell, like oh, he's the savior, and I don't think it's desperation. I think you've bettered your backup spot. Now, if you go to Dwight Howard, if you go to Andre Drummond, although Andre Drummond's just a year or so older than Harrell, he might be the best backup you've had for Joel Embiid since Joel Embiid's been here. I mean, Nerlens Noel I thought was a really good backup. I think, a good backup, like a 10, 12-minute guy. That's all Montrezl Harrell's going to be here, is a 12 to 15-minute night guy. He's not a starter. People talk about, he sucked in the playoffs. Well, you're not going to rely on him in the playoffs. And it's not the DeAndre Jordan situation where he's going to be starting in the playoffs. At least you hope not, because if he is starting, then you're screwed anyway. I just think it's an upgrade to a backup position to one of the best players in the league.
It was years ago, but I worry that what they're doing with Bassey and B-Ball Paul is similar to what happened with Rashawn Holmes, which they got so enamored with veterans that they never really gave him a shot. And when they did, he performed. But then eventually it was like, all right, well, we'll just take a second-round pick for him because we're probably going to let him walk. And he developed into a pretty decent center in the league.
Yeah.
And I just worry that that's going to happen, where we just keep signing these veterans to 1-year contracts, 2-year contracts. It's never much, but and I think back to a guy that we work with. He was talking about he worked at a station where they had a radio show, and they replaced a morning show with a show that was losing at the time. So they brought in this show that was losing to the current one they had, but they knew that it was a better option in the long run. And I think that in the long run, it might be a better option just to go with Charles Bassey or B-Ball Paul. And in a month, if it wasn't working, as I said, I do wonder if one of these guys were to be available. Maybe they weren't, but
I'll tell you what. It's funny what you bring up. I don't need a long-term backup. Like, I don't need a guy that, he's going to be here for 5 years behind Joel Embiid. And John, you said Band-Aid. I'm okay with a Band-Aid behind Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? A 12 to 15-a-minute night guy. I could shuffle in 82 guys a season for all I care.
I just look at it this way. The biggest weakness in my mind on the resume of Doc Rivers has long been, playoff games when he has a lead and the development of young players. And I think it does matter. And I think people scoff at it. It doesn't matter developing young players. I watch the greatest coaches in the NBA do it all the time. If you're talking about Spoelstra, if you're talking about, Pops, you're talking about, they develop young players all the time and they create a pipeline of talent.
Yeah.
And it's like this organization is completely resistant to that theory.
It's kind of what I want to emulate is the pipeline of talent.
I would think you do.
That those other organizations have.
And marginal guys like B-Ball Paul, they do, to other organizations, they do get developed and then contribute some way where people go, wow, where'd they find them? You said it was Spoelstra when we were in the playoff series. Bob would point out all the time, Spoelstra got this guy wasn't drafted, this guy wasn't drafted, this guy wasn't drafted, this guy. And they developed them.
If I did hear one more time, Max Strus's backstory.
Right.
But, I mean, if you're going to be pro what they're doing, obviously your arrow points to one person, and that's Tyrese Maxey. You drafted him in the 20s, and he could be, a better player.
Can we agree he was underdrafted, though?
He
was. You could say that, or you could say they developed him.
But he was also put in that role because of Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and he didn't get played in the playoffs the year before when he probably could have given you more.
Yeah. I wonder if Doc has the patience with younger players.
Wait, no, I think he does.
I don't think he does. I think that Ben Simmons put him in a situation where his only option was Tyrese Maxey, and then it ended up working.
And look, we had Doc on these very airwaves, and I asked him, I said, who are you hardest on your team? And he said it was Tyrese Maxey.
Yes, he did.
Tyrese
seems to love it, too.
Right? He does.
There's some guys.
He's a Nick Sirianni, I love ball type of guy.
Hey, see the fastest racing on two wheels. It's not Pat on a bike. It's the Moto America Super Bikes at New Jersey, September 9th through the 11th. Get your tickets today at MotoAmerica.com. That's over there in Jersey. Connor, maybe when you go over to see your dog, you could go ride some bikes. You get over there and see the moto bikes.
I'm not really a two wheels guy.
Have you ever done that?
Guy.
Have you ever ridden a dirt bike?
Yeah.
A motorized dirt bike?
Yeah, I have.
I did not feel I got to try it at a very mild practice facility. I did not I had never driven a motorcycle.
Yeah, so my dad was a big motorcycle guy, so I always rode on motorcycles with him growing up, and then some of my buddies had dirt bikes because we grew up back in the woods a little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'm comfortable on them, but I'd prefer to be on my own 2 feet.
I just felt like the acceleration was there was no smoothness to the acceleration.
Yeah, you can't hammer that throttle too much.
You don't know how. I guess the people who are experienced with it, they understand.
You have to have a lighter touch.
But it just feels like you're it's almost throwing you.
Yeah, one of my boys had a motorcycle license, Anthony DiLoretto. And
Anthony.
Being on the back of that when we were probably little out of high school, that scared the bejesus out of me. And, my friend Rock had a great line one time. He says, you know what?
What's up, Rock?
You never have a fender bender with a motorcycle. Think about that. You can get in a little tappy fender bender in a car. There isn't a fender bender when you're on a motorcycle. It's not going to end well.
They in big trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to seat our final 3 jurors. It's at Wendy's Thursday on the John Kincade Show. You got Game Time coming your way in an hour. And also, Bob Cooney, Speak for Yourself. with Nick Sirianni in the focus. It's all coming up. Don't miss it. It's the John Kincade Show. Hope your Thursday's going great. The NFL season's finally here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, guys, imagine if your favorite casino came with an undo button. You get that with FanDuel Casino's Play It Again. Get up to $1,000 back if you're down after your first day. Play your favorite table games and hundreds of slots for real cash. See why FanDuel Casino is the #1 rated online casino app. I just love to explore daily and weekly promotions. I play with live dealers, and if there's ever a problem, it's so simple to get in touch with the best in-class customer support team because they're there every minute of every day. So sign up for FanDuel Casino with promo code BOB today and play it again with up to $1,000 back if you're down after your first day. That's promo code BOB. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Must not have previously placed any wager on FanDuel Sportsbook, FanDuel Casino, Betfair Casino, Mohegan Sun Casino, or Stardust Casino. Refund issued as non-withdrawable casino-only site credit that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/casino. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG.
The John Kincade Show.
If you don't like it, go on the internet and complain.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey everyone, it's Connor Thomas, and as a proud graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, now the CSB Media Arts Center, I have to tell you about all of the great things I learned at their Cherry Hill, New Jersey campus to get me to where I am today. I went from a cold calling sales job to being on air at the Fanatic, discussing Philly sports for a living, and I owe a huge thanks to the CSB Media Arts Center for helping me get here. I did their 8-week day program over in Jersey at their Cherry Hill campus, and before I knew it, their job placement connections set me up for my first day here at 97.5. That's because their instructors let you get hands-on experience from the first day you walk in the door. Audio and video editing, TV and sports broadcasting, and on-air performance are all career fields that are possible for you, and you don't need to go to a 4-year school to get there. Just visit GoCSB.com to set up a studio tour and see for yourself. Content creation is huge in the world today, and the best way to set yourself apart is through the awesome experience you can get from my friends over at CSB Media Arts Center. They're even VA approved. Just visit GoCSB.com and you can have your life changed just like they changed mine.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Are you a window and door installer looking for work or a change? Subcontractors wanted for window and door installations. Come work for a locally owned company in business for over 30 years. Make your own hours. Have use of a dumpster for your trash and get paid weekly. Install windows and doors for one of the area's most respected companies, Thermal Quality Windows. Hiring now. Call 610-325-0788 or visit thermalqualitywindows.com. Thermalqualitywindows.com.
Grab your seat at the virtual table for the World Series of Poker Online 2022. From September 11th to October 16th, you can sign up and play on WSOP.com or the World Series of Poker Real Money Online Poker app. This is your shot at a gold bracelet and a seat at the 2023 Tournament of Champions. Sign up and deposit with World Series of Poker using promo code RADIO22, and you'll get $50 in free play, a deposit match of up to $1,000 and more. Must be 21. Visit WSOP.com/promotions for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
My wife always says the same thing. She's always just like, where did that come from? You just go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. For First of all, I idle at 75 miles an hour. All right? So don't give me this 0 to 100. I walked into this restaurant 75. I could hear that guy talking too loud on his cell phone from the parking lot.
From his Netflix specials and F is for Family, Bill Burr, Slight Return. Friday, September 16th, Wells Fargo Center. Tickets on sale now at wellsfargocenterphilly.com.
Helzberg Diamonds presents The Guy Who Found the Perfect Ring. Jake needed an engagement ring, so he did his research, asked his fiance's best friends for advice.
She wants emerald cuts. Definitely.
And he went to Helzberg Diamonds. Jake knew that Helzberg's been in business for over 100 years. That means quality. And with their price match guarantee, he'd get a great deal. And she'd get the ring she's always wanted.
Way to go, Jake.
So be like Jake. Find the ring of her dreams at a Helzberg Diamonds near you or at Helzberg.com.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut, skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
It's Stars and Stripes Harley's pre-owned summer sale this week. All pre-owned Harleys tagged with liquidation pricing. Good, bad, or no credit. 100% of applications accepted. Save thousands this week. Only at Stars and Stripes Harley's pre-owned summer sale. It ends this Sunday on approved credit.
Ready to feel the excitement of opening night? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the start of a new season. Bet just $5 on Thursday's game and get $200 in free bets instantly. And an added bonus for Thursday, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on Buffalo or LA to win. If your team leads by 7 points during the game, you get paid instantly. Even if your team loses, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FANATIC to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on Thursday Night Football. That's code FANATIC, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
It's about nothing. Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's a Wendy's Thursday. You getting Wendy's this morning? If not, why not? Why are you not picking up a delicious Wendy's breakfast this morning? You can get those fries at lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
They're hot and they're crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, are you a big fries guy?
Stop.
The thing is, though, I haven't seen you. Usually, I've seen you eating the like when we'll go out somewhere. I'll see you eat. You're like you will eat some vegetables, and everything. But so
Pat and I always get our Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
fries are fantastic, though.
Yeah, and Wendy's fries.
I just don't.
I am a big fan of.
I don't have many of them.
Big fan anymore. Of. I'm not going to say no to them.
You won't say no to them at all?
No, I will not say no to them. Every time I go to Wendy's and I get a burger, I always end up getting the meal because it comes with fries.
By the way, we have a math teacher.
What do you say, Miss Math Teacher?
It's not a miss.
How do you know it's not a, yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Don't
said she was a
sexist.
math
No.
teacher.
Don't be sexist,
She
Bob.
was a math teacher.
Dennis is a math teacher.
Please head to Twitter and cancel
Hi,
Bob.
Mr. Math Teacher.
And Dennis goes earlier today when you're talking about the Brewers. He said there was a mathematical error made. So I'm like, okay, do you know what the mathematical error was?
For what? For the Brewers?
For the Brewers. Well, I said that the Phillies were up 4, and then the comment was made the Brewers are up 5, that we're really up 5 because we won the season series. He said it's actually would be considered then a 4.5 game lead. I questioned Dennis, the math teacher. Is it considered 4.5, or it's just that you're up 4? It just happens that if you tie at the end of the year, same record, the Phillies go to the playoffs, the Brewers don't. That doesn't mean you get a half-game lead.
It's splitting hairs.
I know,
let's go this way.
I'm questioning Dennis, the math teacher, here, because there is no half game involved.
We'll add some tennis into it. We'll say it's a 4-game lead with advantage Phillies.
Advantage Phillies.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna do you one better. It's not gonna matter.
By the way, Dennis
Not
teaches.
gonna matter.
You are.
Dennis teaches calculus.
Oof.
He teaches
Way to go,
calculus.
Dennis.
which I don't want to. And honors too is on his email.
That's
He
the math
teaches-
with the letters in it, right?
I hated it. I don't know how I don't know how I ever passed.
I don't think I did it.
You had to, didn't you?
No.
I don't know if I ever-
I just
Senior
done
year, didn't you have to have-
geometry.
Didn't you have
Dude,
to have
my
something?
senior year, when I tell you I mailed it in, my schedule. So Doherty did block scheduling, just like colleges.
Okay.
And you ended up having 4 classes for a day.
All right.
And then next semester you change.
Okay.
But my senior year, my last semester of senior year, I technically did not have to be in a school until 12 o'clock. I had 2 classes, and then if the teacher was out for one of them, I literally was going in for 1 class. Now, I would go in at 7:50 because I like to socialize
But
and hang
what would
out,
you do all day?
But like I would go in and I'd go to the computer lab. You know what I did? This is no surprise. I worked on a 2007 NFL Draft Bible that was a breakdown of each player. It was me and a buddy who were working together at the time. It was a breakdown of each player, 2 different mock drafts, sleepers, and now I do this and he works for The Athletic. So it ended up working out. But
Well, it worked out for him.
Congratulations to
I'm
both of
stuck
you.
with you, Jagalins. But
Ouch.
yeah, I would go to the computer lab, and I remember a nun coming over and just yelling, "He doesn't need to be here. He's just doing football stuff." Yeah,
Wow.
well, joke's on you, sister, whatever.
Who was
Joke's
it? Sister,
on, I
no,
don't
call
remember.
her out,
I've never
man.
seen her before.
You
I don't know
don't
her
have to
name.
say.
Remember which
But
one
I remember
it was?
looking at her like, ma'am, I am looking up Andrew Walter and seeing if...
Did you call the sister ma'am?
I did.
Call her sister.
Nope.
Hey, the all-new BetParks app's available in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. It's in Jersey, though. Download it at betparks.com. You got to be 21 if you have a gambling problem. Please call 1-800-GAMBLER. And again, BetParks, plus 100. The Eagles getting 50 points on Sunday. I'd say if you've never been a BetParks customer before, download the app today and get $50 free.
That's a weird line. I don't know.
You think the line's telling you something?
Vegas knows, guys.
There you go.
Vegas knows.
Well, Parks knows.
Be
I can tell you
careful.
that. Check it on out. By the way, this year's jury on the John Kincade Show, which will finally be seated this morning, is brought to you by the personal injury law firm of Flager and Associates, who cares, prepare, and win. Visit FlagerLaw.com. All right, we have some pensive people waiting to find out if they made the cut. One of them is a female, another female for our jury, Karen Bartlett. And Karen is, now I got to tell you, she isn't a Karen, is all I will say. Because Karen's names, I wanted Karen to be on because Karen names get besmirched now. And Karen isn't a Karen. Karen is devoted, and again, Karen wrote the manifesto of the Unabomber. She really did, to get on this jury.
The actual one?
Krasinski?
I mean, she honestly,
Ted Kaczynski?
Karen really went all out. She did not.
She living in a cabin?
She did not. I'm telling you this. She did not spare anything to make sure that she was a part of this jury. She wanted to be in very, very bad. And Karen, a longtime fan, longtime family too, travels with her sons too. Checks out a lot of the games. Karen is very much excited. She has a woman cave too. She'll call in every week. She eats, sleeps, and eats Braves. The Eagles football. She is fantastic. Karen Bartlett, welcome in.
She's got to come to a Philly sports stretch.
Hopefully she'll do that and make the trip out. We got
to meet her, hang out with her.
It's weird that you said that though, Pat, because I think one of our jurors is coming along too. One of our jurors, Brian Weiler, is going to be on the jury, and Brian is very much a let's just say obsessively devoted to the show, obsessively devoted to the station. Watches every single day on the YouTube channel also too, which is great. And he's watching us every morning, and he's also got that family legacy, where you see everything that's been put into that people put into their house. I'm sort of won over to that. If I see you've got like the Eagles wing of your house, that you are incredibly devoted. Brian, congratulations. Welcome in to the jury. He's got even a lot of pictures. He traveled to the Super Bowl. He traveled to Tampa last year too. We'll hopefully see him out in Arizona. And Matt Cohen. Matt grabbing the last spot. Matt is from Ballackinwood.
Heard of it?
Yeah.
He didn't grow up with Buddy Ball. He grew up in the era of Jamie and Pat Egan with number 5 and Big Red. He takes the losses really, really hard, but he takes the wins really, really high. But he wants to focus and be objective, and he loves to follow the entire NFL, sort of like Pat does. See the whole league back in high school, Pat?
Can he be really high in focus?
I think he can be be high. I don't know. We're not having blood tests done or anything like that.
I mean, not that I'm gonna. You all right there, Connor?
But he's got
Connor's high.
But Matt's got some. Very beautiful family. He's got nice kids too.
Matt.
So Matt, congratulations in. Karen and Brian and Matt, you've all made it. The jury is seated. I will send Coach the email list. And the jurors will contribute every single weekend. They will respond. Coach will give them all the details in a detailed email. So if you made the jury, Coach will send you a detailed email that will tell you exactly how you contribute. And we will look forward to your contributions all year long here on the show. But
they're just calling your cell phone, right?
No, they're not doing that. That's not what we discussed.
His landline at his house.
No, that's not what we discussed. I can't believe people have landlines.
You have an
by
answering
the way,
machine, John?
By the way, I'm getting smeared about that. That a lot of more people have landlines, and you're acting like landlines only mean you're a grandma.
All right, so just call 678.
I mean, I don't understand. It's very good there. Don't do that.
That's our hotline number.
Yeah, that is the
678.
hotline. No, it's not. That really isn't. But I mean, people are acting like I besmirched. Yeah, it's not just grandmas.
Yeah, I still have a rotary phone.
I think it is sort of.
You know what? I have a payphone.
I think it is mostly sort of grandmas that have landlines.
I think it's a lot of. And I don't mean this in a negative.
60 and above.
I don't mean this in a negative way. I think it's a lot of boomers.
Yeah, I think
boomers and above.
Right, that grew up with landlines.
Okay, boomer.
That have it.
Yeah, I think.
You grow up with it, and you got it. And,
yeah, if you're used to it, I don't blame you for it.
Yeah, if you're used to it, it's not killing. You're not getting killed for it. I mean, it's the way it goes. A Wendy's Thursday here on the John Kincade Show. So Coach will send you a detailed email. We'll have contributions from our jurors all year long. And I thank you, too. Like more than double the amount of people were trying to check in this year and be a part of the jury, which is great. So we'll look forward to your contributions. Every single Monday we'll have them featured. And the members of the jury become sort of personalities. People find out a little bit about who's the most critical, who is the most discerning. And Bob likes that very measured approach, which is sort of what you bring to the show, Bob. You tend to be more analytical than the rest of us.
Never too high, never too low.
Yeah.
Just always steadily happy.
Yeah, I thought we did it. We had a good mix last year of that.
Really good.
We did it. We had a really good group.
Good group. We'll see if we can do it again. Hey, in Cooney's Corner, Bob has some interesting thoughts on some things that the Phillies players were saying, and you may have missed it.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, it was from the other day, and what was yesterday? Thursday? Wednesday? So Tuesday. Tuesday, you had Zach Eflin and Sir Anthony Dominguez throwing off the mound. There was some tweets out there like, oh, they're pulling the tarp off just so they can face some live hitters. Reading between the lines of some of these tweets, these guys couldn't wait to get out there and throw. I mean, it was a wet day. They pulled two guys out. I think Stott was one, and Stubbs may have been another. They may have gone lefty-righty. I'm not sure. But Dominguez and Eflin couldn't wait to get out there and throw some pitches. Now, look, Zach Eflin, I think when we all say his name, we roll our eyes like, oh, my God, again, we're going to, put some, relying on Zach Eflin. Yeah. But Sir Anthony getting out there, he's needed. Sir Anthony is needed by this team in a big, big way. So that was cool, I thought. Like, they even went through the drizzle, asked to have the tarp removed so that they could throw to these guys. Very, very cool. Then Zach Wheeler comes out with a quote that I saw. I shouldn't say it was an official quote, but somebody tweeted out, one of the guys who follows the Phillies, and said, Wheeler says he could pitch now and wants to pitch.
And that's what I'm hearing.
So I'm just wondering, this is just outsider looking in, do the Phillies have a real game plan with these guys saying, whoa, slow down, relax. We know when we want you. We're confident we're making the playoffs, so let's not rush things, which is okay, I understand, but when you just lost 3 in a row and things were after 1-6 after 7 games, you might have tried to, in my mind, say, all right, you guys ready? Come on back. Point being, I think these guys really want to be out there, which is great. And two, I think the Phillies brass is really confident that they're making the playoffs and setting these guys up for that scenario. So I think basically rolling it all together, I think it's a good thing. I think you're going to get Dominguez back. I think you're going to get Wheeler back in good spots. And if Eflin can show just a little something where maybe he takes over, I don't know, for Nick Nelson, picking up some innings or whatever it may be, okay, take a look at it. But I think those guys are all coming back at a good time.
The only thing is I feel like there is and I've said it before, so it's not the first time, and I apologize if you think I'm harping on it, that there is a nonchalance to this team that sort of concerns me.
A nonchalance?
The coming back from the All-Star break. We're going to give Nola 3 extra days. We're not pitching him against the Braves. Okay. We're not pitching Wheeler. Well, obviously, we now know they were worried about Wheeler. I just think there's a nonchalance that if this team falls short of the postseason by a game, they did it to themselves.
Riots in the streets. I think
they did it to themselves.
I think if they were in a real dogfight for the playoffs, then Wheeler isn't probably on the IL.
Yeah, that's kind of my point, yeah.
But I think they're playing the long game with this. And John, you're right. If they look, at this point, they're 5 games up when you factor in the tiebreaker of the Brewers. If they don't make the playoffs, it'll be kind of an epic collapse, especially with the schedule they have coming down the stretch. But I definitely think they're looking at it like, well, we're firmly in a spot right now. We can afford to put him on the IL and have him be comfortable. It's similar to what the Mets are doing with Scherzer. I think Scherzer said yesterday he could pitch, and this isn't going to be a long thing with him on the IL stint, but it'll give the team a little flexibility, and he'll miss one start. So
it's a dicey game you play.
Yeah, but
it really is.
But they put themselves in this situation by, you look at their record, and they're 14 games over 500, and they've given themselves this luxury of, okay, these guys probably, if we were forced to, could pitch, but we don't have to make them pitch. And we can probably win without them. And so far, sans that stretch they had out west, they've been doing it.
All right, let me put this out to you guys, too, on top of that. We talk Sir Anthony. We talk Wheeler. You have Castellanos out on the IL now, too.
Yeah.
Of just those 3, who do you think is the most important to get back for this team for the stretch run
Castellanos
and playoff?
Oh, I was going to say Wheeler.
No. Wheeler, I think is.
That's it. For me, it's Wheeler.
It's got to be Wheeler, I guess, because it's got to be your game one. But
yeah,
this team, this lineup is not good without Castellanos.
I need to know that Wheeler.
It's shocking.
I need to know that Wheeler is Wheeler, and that when he comes back, he's not the Wheeler that we saw the last 3 or 4 games. It's amazing because I do think you're right, John. I think this lineup struggles without Castellanos. But what's amazing about that is we looked at Castellanos all year and we went, God, he's been a disappointment. He's having a rough year, and as soon as he goes on the IL, it's crap, this team needs Castellanos. And it's a little bit of both. He has been a disappointment, no doubt. But it's also true that this team needs him.
But again, a disappointment relatively, because at the end of the year, we're going to look at the numbers and go, boy, he had a good year.
I don't think I will, just based on what I watched, but it'll be a disappointment, but it won't be such a disappointment where I'm like, my God, they really burned cash with this signing. He's not going to be
no, it's not going to be like that.
Jake Arrieta.
I think Wheeler coming back is probably the most important in my eyes because, look, playoff series, we've said it from day one. If you have Wheeler, Nola, and Nola go in those first 2 games, you have a chance. But Castellanos is important, really important for just what you guys said, the lineup. And Sir Anthony for that bullpen, he really writes everything out there. It puts him in his place. It puts Robertson in his place. And the other guys, Hand and whoever else you might, Brogdon, whoever you're going to throw out there. So the 3 of those guys, and we kind of just not cast it off, but they're vitally important.
You're making me rethink it because the bullpen has been so much shaky.
Well, that's why I wanted to throw it out there. I think these 3 guys in 3 different spots, starting pitching, relief pitching lineup, are vitally important.
I think it was a couple weeks ago, Bob, you had the topic of, what are you most concerned about with this team? Because the Phillies were rolling, and mine was the bullpen just because of the injuries that they were dealing with. And you're kind of seeing the effect of that where Robertson couldn't go last night because he's been pitched so much recently. He's one of the few guys they can really count on. They know what they're getting. They've had to rely on Andrew Bellotti more than they wanted to. Thank God Coonrod came back because he's at least a serviceable reliever, but he hasn't been anything special. They desperately need Dominguez to come back and be effective.
Oh, no, they do.
That's the key. Is that you can come back, but if you're just getting the same guy that was, pre-injury of, shaky ground, and a week later he's back on the IL, and it's doing nobody any good.
All right, Patty. NFL season opens tonight.
Yes, it does.
So you want us to?
Don't know if you guys knew that.
You want us to make some predictions?
Yes.
Now this isn't win-loss. We're not doing
this isn't win-loss. I want to put it on record.
Okay.
And it's a good thing Jamie's out, because Jamie will be able to say come February that he had all of it right.
That he had all of them.
But Super Bowl. Who do you guys got winning the Super Bowl? And I know Jamie's, because Jamie said yesterday he's got the Bills.
He has the Bills winning the Super Bowl. Oh gosh, it's really it's really difficult.
I would say there's no wrong answers, but if you pick Jacksonville, that's a wrong answer.
That's a good point by you.
No, I mean the Bills, to me, why I don't like it is because it's such an obvious. It's like everybody in the world is just saying the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, and it sort of makes me feel like that's the reason that they won't. Gosh. Okay, get off the fence, John.
Well, Bob, you got one?
I was waiting for John. I'm being polite.
No. You can do it. You can do it, Bobby. If you got one.
Yes, it does.
I swear to you,
Bob doesn't have one. He's a coward.
No, I do.
Connor,
what is
Bills
it?
Mafia, baby. Give them to me.
Your Bills too. See, it's just too obvious. Like, to me, it's so obvious.
Sometimes that's the choice, though.
See a Rams repeat.
Wow,
they're in an easy division.
Yeah,
I didn't see
most easy division out there. Sure.
I didn't see that answer coming.
Either did I until it came out of my mouth. It's a tough year.
How about this? I think that I might go Packers.
The only reason I didn't pick the Packers, and they're in a very easy division too, is because of Aaron Rodgers' struggles in the postseason. I went with the Broncos.
Receivers.
With the Broncos winning.
Interesting.
And I have them missing the playoffs.
Yeah. So my track record favors you with NFL.
So you should say Kansas City's going to win the Super Bowl because Pat has them missing the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I mean, missing the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. I can't believe how hard that was, though, because I just didn't want to take the
Bills. A lot of
Bills.
parity out there.
Well, let's make it a little easier. MVP.
I will go Justin Herbert.
Ooh,
good choice.
Justin Herbert's not a bad choice. I'll go Allen.
Connor?
Patrick Mahomes.
I went with Russell Wilson.
So you're really doubling down on this Denver thing.
Hey, if the Broncos are winning the Super Bowl, then it's because of Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Defensive Player of the Year.
I'll go chalk. Aaron Donald.
Okay. Connor, do you have one while John thinks?
Yeah, Eagles fans aren't going to like it, but Micah Parsons.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
You know, I think Micah Parsons was one that was my Cecil. I was going Aaron Donald, Micah Parsons, and I would go Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that's a good one because they do favor linebackers.
I do think he's going to be. Yeah, and I think he's only going to get better.
Somebody from the Chargers might.
I'm going with Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
that's a great one. Though, but can he stay healthy?
His brother might be there.
Joey Bosa.
Yeah, Derwin James. Derwin James, really good.
Monster.
TJ Watt's another
Coach of the Year.
I bet him last year, and that hit. I've never placed one of those bets and won. Ever.
I usually don't place those because of the fact I can't hedge.
And I won last year. It's the only time I've ever won one of those with TJ Watt.
If I can't hedge, I usually don't make it. Coach of the Year.
Nick Sirianni.
Wow.
I go Harbaugh.
Kevin O'Connell.
Ooh,
not
bad.
Not bad. That's a good one.
I think he's got a lot of stuff to work with up there.
Similar to Connor's, I went with Josh McDaniels. I think he's walking into a loaded team.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Las Vegas.
You have Denver winning the Super Bowl.
My two playoff teams coming out of there.
The Chargers are really, really good.
My two playoff teams coming out of there
are Denver and Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. I think
you and I could not disagree on that division
Chiefs
more.
Both missed the playoffs.
Scorching hot take. I'm the guy who said Travis Fulgham
Chargers and Chiefs
yards.
both go.
He was only 1,000 yards off.
I think both of those teams missed the playoffs.
Yeah, there's probably a pretty good chance of that.
We're going back and forth
once again,
on this
my
one.
track record, not
I like
great.
that, though, Pat.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, he went offensive.
Yeah, we'll do both.
Go ahead, John.
Ooh.
Connor, if you have one,
Breece Hall.
That was mine.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to have to run a lot early, and if he gets established up there with no Zach Wilson, he's going to be good.
Yeah, that's exactly why I picked him line of thinking.
Not bad at
he
all.
has no competition up there.
Yeah, but does he doesn't have a quarterback for a month.
Michael Carter's not
He
bad.
doesn't, but I think they're going to have to rely on him because of that.
Gosh, that's a brutal one for me. That is a I'm trying to think of somebody that went, because it's usually somebody that went high.
Chris Olave wouldn't be a bad pick.
No.
Olave, a lot of people will talk about.
I'll
that
go
he
Drake
could be.
London. I'll say he's going to have a breakout for your Atlanta team.
Really?
My
Yeah.
dark horse is George
I can't
Pickens.
say breakout, but Pickens isn't bad, and
That's my
he's
dark
shown
horse.
some stuff. But people are looking at him.
Yeah, there's video of him just going nuts.
Okay.
Off the line of scrimmage is so much fun, the video of him.
Yeah. So he's my dark horse, but Breece Hall is my pick.
I really enjoy that. How about I'll go off the board. Treylon Burks.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
All right.
Just because of the fact that I think he's going to get, with A.J. Brown gone, I think he's going to get a huge opportunity to make a lot of plays.
Okay.
And he has a quarterback who can deliver the football to wide receivers. It's going to be a lot of dink and dunk, but he might end up with like 95 catches as a rookie. So, Treylon Burks.
Defensive player of the year. Or defensive rookie of the year. Last one.
I'll go Stingley. Derek Stingley.
Boy, he's a hell of a player. He really is. How about Sauce Gardner of the Jets?
Connor?
I feel most confident in this one. Aiden Hutchinson.
All right. I'm going to go with.
Hope he doesn't get off to a good start.
I'm going to go with Jordan Davis.
I love that.
He was the fourth or fifth. I think he was the fourth defensive player taken, and I think it's really tough for cornerbacks to win these kind of awards.
Right.
I mean, if they're shutting you down, you don't even really notice it. It's kind of like offensive linemen.
Yeah, but you get
when you
like
hear their
4
name,
interceptions or
when you hear their name, they're probably doing something bad. And I'm not sold on Aiden Hutchinson yet, so I'll go Jordan Davis.
I think Sauce is going to be a superstar. I think he's going to end up being a star, but we'll see. That's good stuff, Pat. Like that. Coming up, I've got some interesting tidbits as the 2022 NFL season begins. And very similar to Pat's, I got to get the guys' thoughts because some of them are really weird from the betting world. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic.
Look, going to a sports bar in the city, it's an absolute pain because you've got the parking. And sure, you could take a train, but that takes time and you got to deal with the schedule. And Ubers, they cost money, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to come out and hang out with us, the John Kincade Show, at Time Out on Pine. That's our place for away games, for game day, and it's going to be a great time. I'm going to start you off at 9 o'clock, and then Jamie, Devon, and Bob are going to join me, and this place looks incredible. The parking's free, obviously, because it's not the city. The food, I mean, the menu, we've talked about it ad nauseum already. It looks out of this world. I mean, the appetizers, I know Jamie's looking forward to that. But this place looks great, and they have all the TVs, and it's right there off in Huntington Valley, right off of Philmont Avenue on Pine Road, hence Time Out on Pine. It's the largest screens in the area, so they're going to have all the games, but this is your place to go for away games for the Birds. Great food, TVs, huge space. I mean, there's nothing bad we can say about Time Out on Pine. There's no place better that you want to go to for game days on the weekend, and it starts all at 10 a.m. I'm going to be broadcasting live at 9 a.m., but the place opens up at 10. So please join us this Sunday for the pregame broadcast, and then stick around for the game. Time Out on Pine is the way to go. For more info, visit pa.com. That's timeoutpa.com.
The John Kincade Show.
Listen, I like kids, but this is not a kids' environment. This is like HBO, no limits.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Are you or someone you know looking for a school that trains you for a career in broadcast media? What if I told you there is one right here in the Philadelphia area? No, it's not a college, doesn't have lecture halls, and doesn't teach subjects that you don't need. What you will get is a hands-on education in podcasting, audio and video production, broadcast media, sports broadcasting, and more. Taught by pros in the industry, and at a fraction of what a 4-year college costs. Hi, my name is Jenna, and the school I'm talking about is the school that I am attending now, CSB Media Arts Center. You may know them originally as Connecticut School of Broadcasting. So, you know the name, but do you really know what they do? Well, let me tell you firsthand. They teach you skills that can get you a job in the broadcast media. They give you hands-on experience from day one of starting class. The best way to know if CSB Media Arts Center is right for you is to schedule a studio tour. I did, and it was the best decision I ever made. Check out GoCSB.com. That's GoCSB.com. CSB Media Arts Center in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, is approved for veterans training.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Okay, guys over 40, this next one is for you, so listen up. We're talking about testosterone, specifically how our testosterone levels decline as we get older. Once you pass 40, your body just has less free testosterone. So what does this mean? Well, it can mean it's harder to stay in shape and that you can have less energy and drive. Not what we want, right? Fear not, because there's Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster brand at GNC, and guys all over are raving raving about it. Like Shane D., who said, after 3 months of taking Nugenix, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I'm 47. Guys, you can get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T just by texting STREAK to 42424. Text now and they'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, their most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text STREAK to 42424. That's STREAK to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Are you ready for Thursday Night Football? Well, feel the excitement of opening night with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. DraftKings is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the start of the new season. Bet just $5 on Thursday's game and get $200 in free bets instantly. And as an added bonus for Thursday, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet Buffalo or LA to win. If your team leads by 7 at any point during the game, you get paid instantly, even if your team loses. Listen, this is a very good way to start off the NFL season. The defending Super Bowl champions, Los Angeles, hosting the Buffalo squad that a lot of people look at as favorites for this upcoming season. So get in on this one, and if either of these teams lead by 7 at any point, you get paid instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code FANATIC to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on Thursday Night Football. That's code FANATIC, only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dell Technologies' semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
So, what's the score in your house? You know, from the epic thermostat battle that's been raging all summer. Secretly adjusting the thermostat when your partner wasn't looking to try and stay comfortable. It's time for a truce with special financing offers and rebates on a new high-efficiency heating and cooling system from Trane, including a whole-house air filtration system to keep the air you breathe clean and safe. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Delaware Valley Trane Comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval.
Hey, it's Cuz. Are you tired of supply chain issues? Well, Spa, Hearth, and Home has the tubs. That's right, truckloads of hot tubs and swim spas in stock right now. And with Spa, Hearth, and Home's unbeatable pricing, 5-star service, quick delivery, you're going to be at home watching the game from your new hot tub in no time. Visit the showroom today. See over 30 models on display. Route 38 in Maple Shade, online, spahearthandhome.com. The tubs are back, baby.
The New Jersey Transit Police Department reminds you that we all need to work together to keep our transit system safe. Be alert and aware of your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD. New Jersey Transit urges you to help us keep our transit system safe. Report suspicious activity to 1-888-TIPS-NJT or text your report to NJTPD.
Hey, everybody. Kick off week 1 with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sports book. Join today to get $150 in free bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Sign up with promo code Bob to get in on the action. Turn game day into payday all season long. All right, place that $5 bet, then you get the $150 in free bets. What are you going to do? Well, you got to look local. Do you like the Eagles to cover against Detroit? Do you like Jalen Hurts maybe over under, passing yards, touchdowns? Miles Sanders, is he going to have a big day or is he going to be a little bit silent? You can do all of that. Bet on more than just the final score. Wager on everything from touchdowns to total yards to catches. You can even combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payout with the same game parlay. Don't fumble your chance for $150 in free bets, win or lose. Use promo code Bob. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. The John Kincade Show.
He's like a jittery piece of geek jerky.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Did you see Adam Schefter? Anything Adam Schefter has tweeted this morning, Connor?
No,
Pat, or Bob?
I saw. He basically just said Matthew Stafford's good to go.
Yes, and that Sean McVay tonight begins his 7th season. He's never been below 500. He is the only coach in NFL history who has never been below 500 that has coached more than 4 seasons. He's coached now in his 7th.
And he remembers every single play of every single game.
And he does. I love how
doesn't get talked about.
I love how Sean grates on people's nerves.
I can't stand it.
I love how he I hear boy genius. I'm like, yeah, he really freaking is.
How does that make you feel about the Jared Goff conversation?
It makes it. What do you mean?
Sean McVay never been under 500.
What do you mean
Pretty
tonight?
good coach.
Tonight's no, it is the truth though. Is that he's going to make anybody good.
I have a feeling if he didn't have the ties to John from high school, that you wouldn't like
That
him.
I wouldn't like McVay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
He would be a guy that you'd be like,
He's not,
I don't like. Pat, am I wrong on this?
No, I think before he won a Super Bowl, it would have been a lot of he's a boy genius, but he doesn't win, which was my thing.
See, I think he
had a losing record to one coach, and that was Doug Peterson.
6 years in the NFL, never been below 500. That's in danger tonight.
He's
he's a freaking great coach.
He's a very good coach. I think he walked into a decent situation because Jeff Fisher could take Tom Brady and that juggernaut of a New England team during the dynasty eras and go 7-9 with them. So I think he walked into a good situation. You had a GM who is all about F them picks and trading for guys.
That is
with that said,
exactly.
It's the NFL hype machine with him.
Really? I mean,
of sitting down. Like, do I need Sean McVay to sit down and break down a play from the Washington Redskins season in 2009? No, it's annoying. I get it. You remember stuff.
Wow.
You remember stuff.
You get,
I think he would get on your nerves if he wasn't a Marist guy. John.
See, I like it because of the fact is, and not only too, did I work for his dad. So I worked for his dad too, and he would come in and body slam every last one of these.
I don't
machine. Care. I look at a guy and I just go, yeah, I would love to have a coach who he's coached for 5 years in the NFL, and he has got a 679 winning percentage.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
I like him. I don't have any problem with him.
I don't understand. I would love I love a coach like I was upset. I wanted Andy Reid to leave. So I always will raise my hand to that. I was ready for Andy Reid to leave, but Andy Reid will forever be my favorite coach.
All right, two things.
Somebody may
agree with you.
Eclipse him someday. He's my favorite coach of all time, but I also wanted him to go.
I'm with you.
Two things here. Dim Dottie on the YouTube.
Dim Dottie.
What's up, Dim?
He's like, Mike Tomlin has never been under 500. We're not talking about after a season. You're saying that McVay has never been under 500 during a season. He's never been under 500. So Dim Dottie, you got to listen a little bit. The other thing is,
don't be coming at Dim Dottie.
Thanks for listening.
Don't do that.
But he said it like
Don't
3
do
times.
that.
Like, he's coming at
You got to
to stick up for
Jim
John.
Dottie is listening.
Say you're sorry.
Dim's not listening.
I didn't say anything wrong, so why should I say sorry?
I also heard it the way Dim Dottie did. And sometimes you guys say stupid things. Sometimes you guys say stupid things, so it doesn't require listening.
So here's the other thing. There's 10 new head coaches in the NFL. The Eagles face 6 of them this year.
That's a great advantage.
And I got that little spicy item. Ed Barkowitz before every NFL season. Our friend Ed Barkowitz before every NFL season has 50 things about the NFL. And if you want to pick it up online or even grab a newspaper like I have right here in front of me, it's always a great read before the NFL starts.
Well, it sounds like sounds like it's a good way to go. So, and with an NFL season starting, cannot wait. I said it's so exciting, too. So tonight it begins. Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Dim Dottie, I think you need to call Martin Law after that attack. Visit paworkinjury.com.
Stating facts.
Wait, you better pray to God you don't see Dim Dottie in these streets. You better pray.
His name is
Dim Dottie wears the dong shirt. Dim Dottie dong.
He wears the dong shirt.
You're going to be seeing Dim Dottie's hands after a while.
Okay, well, here are some strange gambling figures going into the 2022 season out of Las Vegas that interested me. And there's an Eagles one right off the bat. That the Eagles have received more bets and over twice as much money to finish with the NFL's best record as the rest of the NFC combined. At 25-1. Some of that is the value. Always take that into consideration, that the gamblers are looking for great value. But the Eagles have received more bets, so that could be $10 bets, $5 bets, $20 bets, and over twice as much money to finish with the NFL's best record. The NFL's best record as the rest of the conference combined. I think that's a statement on the NFC East. As much as anything, that the betting public doesn't believe Dallas is going to be any good, and they think that Washington and the Giants stink. Because to think your team's going to have the best record, a gambler has to go, well, I think they got a really easy path. I don't think it's as much about the Eagles as it's much about everybody else.
Which is surprising because money laid on Dallas is probably the most money that's ever laid out there. So
Green Bay, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Green Bay's a very popular one.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
I mean, look at the fan
Pittsburgh. So that's just a weird one. How about this one for you? The teams that are the most money on them to finish with the NFL's worst record. The Seahawks, the Bears.
Seahawks are to suck.
The Browns. And you'll never guess the fourth most team that the most money's on to finish with the NFL's worst record. It makes no sense.
Dolphins?
Wait, name the other ones real quick again.
Seahawks, Bears, and Browns are 1, 2, and 3 as far as the most money on them to have the NFL's worst record.
I would think the Jets, because also you have a lot of New York bettors.
Yeah, but the way you said it was a surprise.
And it's the Buccaneers.
What?
That's surprising.
But they're 275-1.
Yeah,
that's mid-season retirement for Brady.
But the betting public sees something in the Buccaneers that they're thinking, is Tom committed? Does Tom walk away?
Oh, there's a question. You know what? It's funny, John, that you bring that up. I was thinking yesterday when I was watching a show and they were talking about the Buccaneers and what they're going through and do they trust Brady and all that. The hype of the Buccaneers has gone down as much as the hype for the Eagles has gone up in this preseason.
By the way, those of you who claimed that Tom Brady, none of his teammates cared that he took 11 days off during training camp, go read the Tampa Times, or is it Tampa Tribune? Go read them, and you can just hear that there's at least quiet rumblings of, in the middle of camp, after 6 months of unadulterated vacation, there is absolutely, it did not go over well in his own locker room that he took 11 days off in the middle of training camp to go to the Bahamas.
How much time do you have in your day? Because I've never met somebody in my life who reads every newspaper from every city. It's like anytime anything is brought, you want to know what they think? Go read the San Diego Tribune.
Go read it.
Go read the Sheboygan Inquirer.
Rick Stroud will get you caught up on anything you need.
It's incredible. You read every newspaper, and then you go back and watch a show on YouTube. We got to get you a Netflix subscription.
What I do is I have Flipboard.
I don't use that.
It's awesome because then you don't have to search. Because then I can just go and say, boom.
Flipboard seems fishy.
No, Flipboard's great.
It seems fishy.
No,
it sounds fishy.
You don't have to look for newspaper articles. All you do is type in Tom Brady.
They have you in their pockets.
You type in Tom Brady,
like
and then
Google.
Every article gets pulled from every single thing, and you can read them.
You're a lobbyist in fish.
In Flipboard.
In Flipboard.
I wish I had stock in it. The amount of time I used.
So you're not subscribing to all these newspapers around the country and then getting them.
Just get Flipboard. It's free. Hey, Trey Lance opened at 201 odds to win the NFL MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He's received over twice as much money for NFL MVP than Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers combined. That seems, again, weird
value to the value to the value.
Trey Lance opened at 200-1. He's now down to 30-1.
That's the value.
I think it's ridiculous.
Well, Rodgers and Mahomes are probably two of the top three guys, right? So
I am on the boat, and I may sink on it, that Trey Lance is going to be mediocre at best. So, and that's pretty bold.
Yeah.
Because most people think he's going to be really good.
That Garoppolo contract was kind of telling.
Yeah. How about they're a little worried? Hey, the Bills at plus 600 have received over twice as much money to win the Super Bowl than every other team. Again.
Who's next in line in odds to win? They're plus 600, you said?
They're plus 600. The Bills have received over 4 times as much money to win the Super Bowl than 22 teams. I mean, it is the most lopsided that a team is considered the Super Bowl favorite since the Kansas City Chiefs after their Super Bowl. So,
what's your confidence level in the Bills winning the Super Bowl? Because it's almost like
it's like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, but to me, it's weird. I don't know what it is. It's that
I'll put it 40%.
Yeah, it has that like Phillies having the September swoon, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
it's like Buffalo making a Super Bowl or winning a Super Bowl. I'll believe it when I see it. That's just my first gut reaction is that.
Well, I mean, they were favorites, not favorites necessarily, but they were kind of favored last year going to the playoffs for good reason.
But
makes sense. But,
it makes sense.
But I'm with you. It's kind of I'll believe because you're just not used to Buffalo being good.
Sure,
at sports.
Exactly.
Any sport.
What team has received the most tickets and the most handle cash to miss the playoffs this season? I can't believe this one either.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh,
that's a good one.
I'll go Kansas City Chiefs.
I'll go the Browns.
The most money to miss the playoffs?
Well, you're talking about people are playing the odds.
Yeah, they're playing the odds.
Yeah, the Browns.
Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Have received the most tickets and handled to miss the playoffs this year. That is incredible. 19.1% of all money that has been placed on the team with the to miss the playoffs has been bet on Tennessee. Interesting.
They were my Super Bowl team last year.
And you sold a bunch of tickets on them. You prop swapped them out and made a lot of money, didn't you? Oh, you
that
did?
was a prop swap lesson that I have learned.
Congratulations on your success.
No, I didn't. I lost money.
So you didn't because you couldn't prop them.
Congratulations anyway.
All right, last one. The Commanders at 80-1. They're the only team that have not received a single bet to finish with the NFL's best record. Not one wager has been on the commodes.
None of their 17 fans believe in that team?
Not one. Now, these are, you remember this on Vegas. This is in Vegas Strips, the Vegas sports books. Not one has voted. The commodes. Congratulations. You did it. Hey, Ashley's Labor Day sale event has been extended. Save 20% off your entire furniture purchase or enjoy 60 months no interest financing with no money down. Ashley in Pottstown, Warminster, Ben Salem, and Maple Shade. Okay, I've gotten a couple requests already on social media. It is called Flipboard. It is an app.
Nah, it's fake.
Get it. And you don't have to pay for it. You do not have to pay for it. It's free. And you literally can type in, you can have categories that come to you every day. So you could say 76ers, Eagles, Phillies. Or if the Eagles are playing like this week, or if you want to follow Tampa, just put it in. And every day right to your app, every single article from every single paper in the country will come on that team to your Flipboard.
Is this what Flipboard lobbyists want you to say?
I think it's what they want you to do. Let's speak for yourself, Bob Cooney.
And now it's time for Bob Cooney's Speak for Yourself. Here's Bob.
All right, so yesterday, Nick Sirianni, he took the dais, and probably one of the more important.
I like that. It's a good word.
It's a good word. See?
Sorry to interrupt. I just need to give you credit on that.
You're like a tack in the middle of or a nail in the middle of the road, like going well, and all of a sudden you see your tire pressure.
I've often been compared to that.
Yeah. So Sirianni was asked yesterday about the Lions in Hard Knocks, and if he watched it and what it might have helped him prepare for this game on Sunday.
Sure. I mean, we watch everything. We were going to listen to the media broadcasts of what the Lions do, right? And you're doing everything you can do to turn over every single stone you can turn over to see if you can get an advantage. We'll watch Coach Campbell's press conferences. We'll watch Jared Goff's press conferences. And sure, we'll watch Hard Knocks to figure out if we can get something out of it. And so no stone will be unturned.
They're watching
I
Hard
gotta tell
Knocks?
you, I really like that. I think it's cool. Yeah.
Really?
He went
I
on
would
to
watch
say,
Hard Knocks, yeah.
Yeah, he said, look, we're football fans. Sure, we're going to watch that, and we'll watch their press conferences. Now, the press conference thing, you're going to do team to team, obviously, because you want to see what they have to say and if you can glean anything from it. But, yeah, he's a football fan. So guess what? He's going to watch how another team runs their I like this better than the No, we don't pay attention to the other team. We just have to take care of ourselves. Like, I kind of like it. He's just a real dude. He's a real 40-year-old dude who loves football, happens to be a head coach of a pro football team. And, yeah, he's gonna soak in as much as he can. The fact that he's going to watch – when do the away teams do it? The media gets Wednesday or Thursday. You get the away teams press conferences. He's watching. He's listening. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know how much he's going to glean from it, but at least he's trying. All right, the next thing he was asked was talking about people and their expectations nationally and locally about 12, 13 wins in Super Bowl, and here's what he had to say.
Like what we say to him all the time, hey, I know you know this already, but that's our job as coaches, is to state sometimes what's not the obvious, but also what is the obvious. And so what you've hoped that you've done, and what I believe that we've done because of the guys that we have in this building, is you set a culture. You go about your business every day forgetting of what happened in the past, or forgetting of what somebody says about you.
I really like that, and it kind of relates to what we talked about and disagreed on with how Rob Thompson should handle the September swoons. He says, no, I address the good, the bad, what should happen, what didn't happen. Pretty much everything is out there. I don't mind everything being on the table.
You really don't?
I don't. I hear this, well, don't bring it up because it's bad news. Nah, that's okay. Like bad is part of sports. Good is the better part of sports, obviously. But you have to address the bad in order to get good, in my opinion. So I kind of like that he's honest and out there with that. Now, next question he was asked, Nick Sirianni, was looking at Detroit, anything that he could get from last year's 44-6 win over them.
It doesn't matter what happened last time. We know we got to come out there with our best game, or we know we can be beat, right? If we don't go out there and play the way we're supposed to play, and if we don't pay attention to our detail and we don't take care of our business, they can beat us.
I like that. Again,
I like that too.
I like that. I don't mind putting that in your players' heads. Look, you don't play up to your level, you're going to get beat. I don't care what you think of the Lions, how bad they may be, and how bad you beat them last year. You're not good enough to think you can just go out there and go through the motions and win this game.
That's a good one. That was a very good one.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, Sirianni was then asked about the low point last year. They were 2-5 when they went into Detroit, and we witnessed that game in Arizona. We were there, and then they went into Detroit.
You witnessed it from the luxury area.
Pat and I witnessed it a little closer than you guys, but he saw how down the team was and then what it was like going into Detroit.
I think what you learn is that you have to be in the moment of where you are right now. It goes back to that over and over and over again in the sense of like, all right, well, we're 2-5 and we got to move on. We got to get better from those things, but I can't look up at the top of the mountain and say, I got to climb that, because sometimes the fog and it's so cloudy, you can't see the top of the mountain. It's just, what am I climbing today?
What?
Corny stuff, and that's, what and listen, everybody listening, I kept out dog mentality on purpose because he went overboard on dog mentality yesterday in his press conference. Didn't need to hear that so much.
Dog mentality.
I just said I didn't need to hear it. So him doing you're climbing the mountain. Yeah, you want to get to the top, but when you can't see the top, you just have to take what you can get. I understand that. I don't mind that. I kind of like the idea of it. It keeps everything in perspective in that day. Look, do we know this is all coach speak? Of course we do. But I think he gets his messages through really well in coach speak, because I talked to some of the younger athletes about him, and they're like, yeah, I like him. I understand him. I get what he's saying. He's not above. He's not saying, oh, we don't care about that. We just care about ourselves and everything's here. And no, he kind of opens everything up and lets these guys know exactly how he's thinking and the way he looks at things. And he reverted a lot of this stuff to his Mount Union coach, who you can't deny was unbelievably successful. I just think this guy, more and more that I listen to him, has a real feel of how to relate to his football players.
I absolutely believe that.
Yeah, so I'm wondering that. We'll see what happens on the field schematically, the designing of plays for him and all that. But I don't think we're going to question anytime soon the relationship between Sirianni and his players. I really don't.
He's had he's really gone out of his way to prove, just very subtly, to prove how competent he's been for the job. He really has been.
Yeah,
he's been excellent. He has really been excellent.
In some ways, he's very, very good. And
yes.
And look, does it matter if he's good behind a mic? I'm not talking about just speaking. I'm talking about the message that he's relaying to his team. I think he's hitting on it with them. I really do. And that's eventually that becomes a big part of being a coach.
Yeah, it doesn't as hard for this for some fans to hear, it doesn't matter what we think. It matters what the players think.
It is, and that's one of the things, like, I keep hearing it this week. If I've heard it 10 times, I've heard it 100. Well, if you overlook the Lions. I'm like, fans can overlook the Lions all they want.
I'm overlooking the Lions. I'll tell you right now.
The
they should
players
hammer
are not.
that team.
Yeah, guess what? You and I are.
But players have.
You and I are.
But the players
are not going, you know what? I was listening to the Kincade show on the way in, man. We should kill him this week, dude.
Yeah, because they're listening to WOGL.
Oh, my gosh. It's incredible.
Now, you can tell when your players aren't there all the way. It's something that you really have to guard against. We've seen it.
I feel like, though, it's really tough to overlook any team week one because you're so amped for week one.
That's a great point. You're exactly. And in football in general, since it's only once a week.
Yeah, if you were playing the Lions in week 4, we can make the case. But week 1, there's no excuse to come out flat.
No excuse at all.
Especially not when you haven't played.
You're not good enough to come out flat. You can't think you're good enough.
We've had one series, right? 1 or 2 series if you're on the defense. That is it. Of football that kind of sort of mattered, but it was the preseason, so it didn't. You should be frothing at the mouth. It should be a Brian Dawkins speech incarnate.
Well, this game time today, I'm told, could be an epic fail. We'll find out if it is next. Stay tuned. You want to get in? 610-632-0975. Get in with us on Game Time here on the John Kincade Show, here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Landis Block and Concrete is ready to create our own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise with our contractor, Tony, who's done a lot of work for us. Tony Marzano is going to be over to create our own beautiful new outdoor patio. And Landis Block and Concrete is working with Tony every step of the way. You see, that's what they do. They can help the DIYer learn how to do it for themselves. They can help you work with the contractor of your choice, or they can get you hooked up with a great contractor that they work with to build your dream backyard space. It is absolutely awesome. They have a beautiful showroom, and I call it a showroom in Souderton, Pennsylvania, where they produce a lot of materials right there, or they can get you the best of the best. Whatever you want your backyard to look like, they've created it before, and they can create something that for you will be unique and exciting. We cannot wait to break ground in just a few weeks. It's Landis Block and Concrete. They can help you out, too. Go to landisbc.com and get inspired. Then get your own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise. landisbc.com. Tell them the Kincade sent you.
The John Kincade Show.
Talking sense into people isn't really my thing. In fact, I'm better at the opposite.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Hey, Philly, don't miss the Temple football home opener. Visit 975thefanatic.com to enter for a chance to win tickets to see the Owls battle Lafayette Saturday at 2 p.m. at Lincoln Financial Field. Kids tickets on game day are only $10. Visit owlstix.com.
Hey guys, Andrew, the NFL season is here, so start practicing your touchdown dance with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Kick off week 1 with a no-sweat bet for everybody, both new customers and current customers get free bets back if you don't win. Log in and see for yourself. And you know what? You can make it simple, right? You can just bet the Birds, go with the spread. They're going to beat Detroit. Everybody's in love with them because of that HBO show. Don't worry about it. Go with the Birds to cover against Detroit. If you're new to FanDuel, just sign up with promo code Fanatic and get started. That's promo code Fanatic. Either way, celebrate the return of football with a no-sweat bet during week 1. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Every drive starts somewhere. For First Trust Bank, our drive started in Philadelphia and continues to this day. As Philly's hometown bank for more than 85 years, we know this city's people. We understand their passions, and we work our tails off to help them reach their goals every day. Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank. First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Member FDIC.
I got Park Hill and West Valley covered on Tuesday.
At Marita's Pool Service, the current staffing plan doesn't hold water.
3 more neighborhood pools on the same day.
She needs more pool technicians to dive into work head first.
That's awesome, but now we're shorthanded.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey guys, if you're excited about football season but can't get excited about your game in the bedroom, you should do something about it. Stop suffering from low testosterone or ED. Just call Iron Mountain Men's Health today. You've heard me talk about Iron Mountain Men's Health for a long, long time now. Dr. Avidan Appel specializes in treatment for men's sexual health. It doesn't matter whether you're 20 or 70 or somewhere in between. You'll get a customized treatment plan that's right for you. ED can be an uncomfortable subject to talk about, but once you speak to Dr. Appel, you'll immediately feel at ease. If you've tried pills or other treatment plans and they don't work, it's likely because you weren't prescribed the right plan. Visit IronMountainMen'sHealth.com to set up a free consultation or call their office at 215-659-3770. That's 215-659-3770. Tell them I sent you. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Grab your seat at the virtual table for the World Series of Poker Online 2022. From September 11th to October 16th, you can sign up and play on WSOP.com or the World Series of Poker Real Money Online Poker app. This is your shot at a gold bracelet and a seat at the 2023 Tournament of Champions. Sign up and deposit with World Series of Poker using promo code RADIO22, and you'll get $50 in free play, a deposit match of up to $1,000 and more. Must be 21. Visit WSOP.com/promotions for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. At CSL Plasma, you can make up to $825 this month when you donate plasma at any of CSL Plasma's tri-state area donation centers. That's money in your pocket for doing a great deed. Plasma donations help create therapies to treat patients with rare and serious diseases, and the process, it's similar to donating blood. For locations and info on how you can donate plasma and earn up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. Walk-ins are welcome. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life.
A new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse sales store is now open in Cherry Hill at the Plaza at Cherry Hill. Get ready to save up to 70% off thousands of items from your favorite athletic brands. Check out can't-miss deals for the entire family, including tees, tanks, shorts, leggings, footwear, golf apparel, and more. Plus, new styles arrive weekly, so there's always more from the best brands. Check out your new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse sales store for the grand opening celebration this weekend in Cherry Hill at the Plaza at Cherry Hill.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut, skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
We all know Philly sports is big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports reports that are powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, go to pico.com/business.
Football is finally back. You get to bet on it tonight, and it actually means something. This isn't preseason football. This isn't college. We're talking NFL action. But while the NFL is back, BetMGM never left. That's why they're the king. The king of sportsbooks also always has something to offer the customer, whether it be baseball action, whether it be basketball futures, or whether it be NFL action tonight. They also have the variety of parlay selection features. You have the one-game parlay where you can build a parlay of a single game. So you could take tonight's action of the Rams versus the Bills. You could take, for example, Buffalo to win, Josh Allen's over with touchdowns, and a sack or two. And that will give you a chance of boosting some odds, and hopefully you win. So hop on over to the download the BetMGM app today. Hop on over to the website, betmgm.com, and see what I'm talking about when I say that BetMGM is truly the king of sportsbooks, and enjoy betting more than ever. Download the app and take the king of sportsbooks with you wherever you go. Kick off the action when you bet with Gridiron Glory with BetMGM. Visit betmgm.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. If you or someone who knows a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. BetMGM Sports in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No, your radio's not broken. We sound like this on purpose.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. You think Gibson's been pretty good this year, Pat?
Yeah, he's
pretty
been
good.
solid. Yeah. Been what you want.
They're pretty good, right?
Pretty good is a good way of terming, yes.
You know his ERA is almost double Alcantara's, who he faces tonight? That's incredible.
Well,
Because
he's
Gibson
also
is-
been really good.
But Gibson's been like a really solid 3-4 type guy.
Yeah, you're talking about a 3 or 4 compared to the 1.
It's unbelievable.
And a Cy Young
Alcantara's been
contender,
amazing.
so.
But you've beaten him 3 times out of 4. Maybe he can make it 4 out of 5. We'll find out tonight as the Phillies take on the Miami Marlins. And they won the season series. By the way, they've already got their 10th win. So they've already got the season series win. But every single Thursday at this time, it's time for Game Time.
It's Thursday at 8:30, which means game time. Today we're playing Name That Tune with Connor Thomas on the keyboard. Now here's your host, a guy who loves to play his organ, Pat Egan.
Which one?
Well, there
Hey,
you
Pat.
go.
How you guys doing?
That's great, then.
So, yeah, we're doing Name That Tune with Connor. Connor's going to play the keyboard. And Coach ran up to me yesterday. I'm working, okay? I'm getting stuff done around here. I'm putting up digital content. And Coach completely distracted me from that and said, Pat, wait. I got to tell you what just happened. So tell them, Coach, what you told me.
Yeah, so after the show yesterday, Connor's talking to me and talking to Chuck, our program director, and out of nowhere, Connor says, I played the piano for 14 years, classically. I know how to play the piano, and Chuck and I are both like, dude, there's no way that you know how to play classical piano, let alone piano. There's no way. So we came up with the idea. Connor didn't even know that we were doing this until right now. We brought our keyboard in, put it in the studio with you guys.
You know, because we have a show keyboard.
And the only person or people that knew were Pat and I, and Connor's sitting in front of the keyboard right now, and he's going to play songs, and
You're
the listeners
kidding
are going to have to guess what he's playing.
Now,
Bob goes, something sneaky's going on
We
here.
have no idea if this is Connor being Connor and saying, I could do that, and he really can't, or if he can actually do it. I'm kind of hoping that he cannot play the keyboard,
Now,
and this is going to be a disaster.
Now, the thing is, we got to get Connor's mic on, but is classically trained Division III different than someone who went to like a Division I school?
I didn't play. Is the mic on now? Are we good?
Yeah,
I didn't play in college, so I played from the age of 5 to probably about the age of like 19. So like my
Really?
freshman year of college.
Okay, women love a piano player, so let's see what you can do. $50 Wendy's gift card up for grabs and more?
Yeah, $50 Wendy's gift card. We have tickets to Temple versus Lafayette. We have a pair of tickets to see Bill Burr on Friday, and a pair of tickets to the Outlaw Music Festival. So 610-632-0975. Let's kick it off with John in Chestnut Hill.
Okay, let me see here where we. John in Chestnut Hill. John, how are you, buddy?
I'm well. Good morning, guys.
Good. Welcome in.
All right, John, name this tune. Connor, take it away.
And I'm going to warn you, John. I'm seeing this stuff for the first time, so I'm going to do my best.
And Pat, where the lifelines? Is this for
Sure.
this? Is there guys? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
the game?
I don't even know what the songs are. So
No, but I mean, like how do we get involved?
Yeah. If you guys want to help out, you can.
Okay.
All right,
Dave.
John, what song is
John.
that?
That's my cat stepping on a piano.
I thought it was Santa.
Let me give you one more.
Can I?
No.
You can go to John.
Can I get a guess?
Yeah, John, help
Is
him
that
out.
Santa Claus is coming to town?
That's what I think it is.
That's what I got.
Santa Claus is coming to town, right?
That is the correct tune.
All right, John. Good job,
John,
buddy.
that does sound like a cat on a keyboard.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
John's a winner.
John, you were going to walk away with a
Helps when I don't have it
$50
sideways.
$50 Wendy's gift card for your troubles, so you can get one of the amazing breakfasts we talk about.
And
or
earplugs.
some of their amazing fries.
They sell earplugs
They don't sell
now.
earplugs. Let's go to John in Ben Salem.
All right, let's go. I'm also there. John and Ben Salem. Hey, John, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Let's see if we can get you a winner here.
All right, Connor, take it away.
All right, John, we're warming up a little bit here.
All right, I know
All
this
right,
one.
John, you got it? I think I know it if you don't, John.
I got it. I think it's Twinkle Twinkle, Little Star.
That is the correct tune.
This is classically trained.
Good
Yes,
job,
this
John.
is. I can't believe he hasn't made
This
it.
is classically trained.
And now the piano's just turning off every 2 seconds.
John, you're a winner, man. You're a winner.
John, you are going to win a pair of tickets to go see Bill Burr on Friday, September 16th at the Wells Fargo Center. Some tickets remain.
Bill Burr's
at
fantastic.
WellsFargoCenterPhilly.com.
All right.
All right, let's next go to John in Northeast Philly.
A lot of Johns this morning. Well, John, what's up, brother?
There's like 14 Johns on the board.
Boys, good morning, fellas.
All right, Johnny.
buddy.
Connor, take it away.
Okay, well, are these just getting easier? Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
All right, what is it?
You were excellent, Connor. Mary had a little lamb.
That
Thank you. I'm warming up.
is the correct tune.
Yeah.
This is classically trained.
So before CSB and before Washington College, Connor went to Juilliard. You can see why.
He went to Juilliard for a month, like Oxford.
John, you were going to end up winning a pair of tickets to the Outlaw Music Festival featuring Willie Nelson and Chris Stapleton Friday, September 23rd, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Where we're classically trained musicians.
610-632-0975 if you want to get in with this extremely tough game time.
Yeah,
that we
this
have.
is tough. It is amazing.
Let's go to Ryan in Jersey. Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
How we doing?
Let's see if we can get you a winner today, Ryan. Listen
All
up.
right, Connor, take it away.
Oh, my God.
This is brutal. All right, Ryan, do you know
Ryan,
what it, what it is?
I just got it.
Is it the Eagles fight song?
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
That's not off the music. I'm just sounding that one out. What do you mean?
No, he won.
No, that was Back That Ass Up by Juvenile.
Oh, I didn't realize
That was the
that.
answer we were looking for.
Damn.
Back That Ass Up by
I didn't realize it.
Juvenile.
No, Ryan, you're a winner, baby.
Ryan, you're going to win tickets to Temple versus Lafayette this Saturday, 2 p.m. Link at the Link. Kids tickets on game day are only $10. Visit owlstix.com.
Oh, my
Plus,
gosh.
you can meet me and Andrew before the game as we're broadcasting live outside the Link.
That is fun. Saturday mornings with Wake and Cake.
Yes, Wake
Will there
and Cake,
will
we're
there
back.
be cake there?
You gotta show up at the Temple game and find out.
Wendy's does not have cake in the morning or earplugs. Just so you know. No cake or earplug on a Wendy's
None.
Thursday.
Okay, Connor, how long has it been since you played the piano?
Seriously.
Man, I've sat down once, like maybe a year, but the last time I took lessons, I was 17. So
Okay.
that's 12 years now.
All right, now
I got some other stuff.
I want to do something
Nah, that's
here.
okay.
Bob, go play what you played during the break.
And 610-632-0975 if you want to get
Listen.
in.
That's
Oh, it
that's not
turns
bad.
off on me. This
It
piano.
does. When I was playing it during, it turns off.
This
Yeah.
is Connor
real
on
good
the-
if
All
this
right,
piano
all right.
didn't disconnect.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the
it's our
keyboard? Whose keyboard is it, by the way?
I
It
think
works
this is
sometimes,
Camp
it doesn't
Camille's
other
like keyboard.
Is that the wedding march?
It's Canon and D, I think.
It sounds
This-
like
this is right-
epilepsy and
No, this sounds like what's in Pat's pocket in terms of things we'll probably never do again.
I sort of found it. I sort of found that fascinating.
Oh, he's playing
come on.
Journey.
Playing Journey?
It
Yeah.
doesn't turn off every 5
Yeah,
seconds.
the piano
If
doesn't
you
even-
guys have the ability, turn it off from in
The
there.
piano doesn't even know that it's doing us a favor.
It
Yes.
really is. Good job, Connor
Did I
Thomas.
get hung out to dry on this one?
No, I think you did well, Connor.
Yeah, you know,
Let's
you
turn
did.
it off every
Connor,
5
you did
seconds.
well. You did well. Classically trained. If I was your parents, I'd be shaking down the piano teacher.
I'd ask for my money back.
I would absolutely be suing somebody over that one. Bob went to the keyboard, was self-taught, and sat down, and I knew exactly what he was playing.
Well, Bob got to pick his song.
Well, I mean, I knew exactly what he was playing.
Again,
though.
he's got to be. Well, Bob got. I was better. I did.
I'm telling you, it is something with Jamie and with Connor. They will both. There's always an answer.
There's always a but.
They're always
There's always a but, and you were always the crazy one / the wrong one / whatever.
It is. Now, there are many times we are crazy and we are wrong, but there it was. So good job with that.
There it was. There it goes. It'll never be back.
I don't know. I think that I was a bit intrigued, I got to say.
Well, people were intrigued as they tuned out.
I thought it was a little
Look, we try stuff on this show, and
We did. We
didn't-
break,
We,
you know,
we didn't break eggs. We broke the bakery.
No, we broke eggs, by the way. Mark Schlereth, Stink, joins us tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. tomorrow. He
He's
will be
calling
doing
the
the
game
game.
on Monday
He will be
or
calling the
Sunday,
game
right?
on Sunday afternoon. We look forward to having Stink join us. He loves his football. And let's just say, I'll give you a little preview. talking to Stink yesterday, he is high on the Eagles. So if you want to hear some positivity, he has to do his radio show in Denver at 6 a.m. So he is up. He's already worked out. He's already eaten, and he'll join us at 7 tomorrow.
That's not a surprise he's high on the Eagles because of their offensive line.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's when the national narrative starts to go one way, you almost don't want to find yourself behind. You know, like Stink studies the game, but there's others out there that you can tell they're just like, oh, and watch out for the Eagles. Like Stephen A. Smith yesterday, not to whatever.
Right.
He went on to say, watch out for my Eagles. You know, they got a great receiving core in Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, and Jalen Reagor has something to prove this year.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Like
Come on, Link.
Well, no, it's fine. I mean, you know, Stephen A. is the best at it. And but I just feel this growing national narrative of,
it is.
Oh, I got to get on the Eagles because everybody else is on the Eagles too.
Hey, you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose our friends at Bradford White because Bradford White is here for the pro. Would you have seen Stink as the emoji guy? As an emoji user?
A former NFL
I would not have
offensive
look at that. He even has the custom emoji.
Oh, nice.
That makes his goatee gray. Like he's really gone all lengths on this thing. I don't see him as the emoji guy.
That's what you're supposed to do on the emoji. Make it look like
He's got it heading together. Hey, in Cooney's Corner, Bob's looking for the darlings.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, we go into training camp every year, and we did it this year. Saying, who's going to be the darling out of training camp?
Oh, yeah, we did.
You know, is it going to be the kid who was the Olympic hurdler? Is it going to be, this far-fetched story or that one? We really didn't have many this year. Things kind of came out the way they should have, or they played out the way they kind of should have. Not many feel-good, wow, I didn't see that happening type of stories. So now you go into the regular season. And I kind of always look at the regular season and say, okay, this is what I expect. This is what I hope doesn't happen. And this is what maybe will happen that will surprise me. And that's where I go to the darling thing. Do you guys have somebody on this team that you think is going to become a darling from this season that maybe we haven't talked about a lot, or maybe we have talked about a little bit, but you think is going to be the darling of the team? And with that, I mean somebody that you didn't expect to be.
Yeah. If you're talking about who's going to be the darling of the team,
I mean, I'll give you a name, but it's going to be a guy we've talked about a lot, but it's Jordan Davis.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I mean, he's a backup now, but I think he'll show real quickly why he went as high as he did.
Yeah,
and I think his personality.
So you think it's going to show right away?
Yeah, and I think like his personality will, post-game interviews and whatnot when he's on the podium, I think it'll be infectious and people will clamor to him. I could see that jersey being a pretty hot seller.
I am going to go, I believe the breakout year, like the darling year that everybody, like all of a sudden, I think it's going to be Kenneth Gainwell. And I think Kenneth Gainwell is going to take huge strides this year to become a darling of the fan base.
All right. What do you got, Connor? Anything?
It's tough. There's so few guys that I feel like we haven't seen a little bit out of already. I might have to go Quez Watkins. And we already have a little bit in Quez Watkins, but I think this is a year where the guys across from him are as good as they've ever been. The middle of the field's going to be really open because of it, and I think he's going to get a lot of work against guys that should not be able to cover.
That's funny. So we all four are going to go different
here.
Had a
different name.
Because mine's Kaiser White. I just think this guy is going to wind up being all over the football field, and every week we're going to be, geez, that guy, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. And I think because he can do that, because he can cover, because he'll be, unlike Singleton where he's tackling guys 7-8 yards deep, I think he's going to, be a significant tackler. I just think he's going to open eyes. He's my darling prediction to come out of this Eagles season.
Yeah, there's not a ton of like young rookies that you're relying on.
No,
this season, and it's a lot of veterans.
By the way, I love that.
I'm with you, but because of this topic that Bob brought up, there's not a ton that you're really relying on, and you're looking at. It's full of veterans that you kind of know what you're getting for the most part. I mean, like Cam Jurgens would be a popular topic, but I don't want to see Cam, because if I'm seeing Cam, then that means that Jason Kelsey's probably injured. So I don't want to see Cam Jurgens. I want him on the sideline. Jordan Mailata was my guy last year, but you can't say him this year. Everybody knows what he is. There's just not a lot of unknowns in the starting rotation.
No. Yeah, this is
it's a good thing.
No, this is a year of. It's supposed to be sort of set.
I mean, Marcus Epps.
Marcus
You
Epps
want to go with an unknown? Marcus Epps.
I hear a lot of people, and I hear a lot of people very high on Marcus Epps.
Well, the Eagles perpetuated it, right?
Oh, they absolutely did.
Yeah. And a lot of times when you're a little bit thin in a position or you're trying to boost up a player, I've seen it happen many, many times. You're trying to boost a player, you'll go out publicly and say, oh, we believe in him. He's good. He's better than you guys even imagine. So they were the ones that started the hype, and we'll see if he can live up to it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Dante in the Northeast, one of our jurors checking in.
Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Congratulations, Dante. Welcome to the jury. And
thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll look forward to your input every week, but I got to hear this. You wanted to get in on this impact conversation.
Yeah. Is it safe to say Hassan Reddick? I think that the pass rush last year was so terrible that Hassan Reddick could come in. I do like Josh Sweat a lot. I think this year, I mean, he was a Pro Bowl candidate, well, a Pro Bowler last year, but he was a replacement. So I hope this year with Hassan Reddick coming in, it can free some of that. It could free up Josh Sweat. Hopefully Brandon Graham can get back to his old self.
See, I'm hoping, Dante, I actually like what you said when you said about Josh Sweat, because to me, if someone's going to become the darling of the fan base, everyone's expecting that, you went out there, you got Hassan Reddick, that he's going to come in and be an impact guy. I like it. When I think of the darling, it's somebody who steps in sort of out of left field to steal the stage and steal the spotlight. And if Josh Sweat's doing that, that means the impact of Hassan Reddick is probably huge.
I mean, can we safely say that he did that last year, but although he was forced and thrust into that role because of the Graham injury?
He very well could have been. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. You're going to be a good juror, Dante.
Fun fact, I forgot to tell you this, John. I told you about my daughter. Her birthday is actually February 4th, 2018. So
Are you kidding me?
Wow. That year.
Did you? Was she born before the game?
Yeah, she was born 1:27 p.m. at Holy Redeemer.
That's amazing. How did you? So you got to watch the Super Bowl with your daughter?
Yeah, actually, the last day of the game, I was actually feeding her before that.
Oh, Dante, that's awesome.
Oh, my gosh. That is fantastic.
I could not have been feeding a small infant while that game was going on.
Dante, we look forward to having you on the jury. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Take care,
a
man.
good one, all right?
Wow, take care, buddy.
I'll tell you, the one thing that Dante did say, though, about when he said Hassan Reddick could be it, and I hear your point on it, John, like he's expected to do it.
Yes.
But this team has been bereft of that. So when you have a guy that could come in and get you 10 to 12 sacks, and every game the fan base is waiting for him to do it, and he gets it, and maybe spurs the team to get 2, 3, 4 a game, and a local kid, I see what Dante's saying and him being the darling in Hassan Reddick, even though it's hoped, or expected.
It would be if, let's say, Gainwell, Josh Sweat, like just a couple of these names become breakout guys this year, huge names. That means this team was probably pretty good.
Yeah,
that means that they.
Well, I mean the defense especially.
That means that it was a year where people sat up and took notice of this team, sort of like they have of Connor's piano playing.
Oh yeah, I got a text from Gina. From sales.
Does she want him to work a wedding reception or something?
She said Connor was great. Would have loved to hear full journey.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I sandbagged the songs I could play from memory that weren't Mary Had a Little Lamb on the sheet music, and then we ran out of callers and the piano stopped turning
That's where I think we went wrong, is we went with like the easy nursery rhymes, and we didn't go with the current day bangers that people.
Are they current day bangers?
I mean, well, it's like that Journey's timeless, but like
it is.
You could have went with some of the bump back music that we have. Obviously, there's no words in those bump back music.
My wife,
we could have included like.
I would have prepared a little bit more if I didn't learn about it about 2 minutes.
But we didn't want you to.
Well, no, because the fact that you said you were, a classically trained.
Yeah.
Now we find Division III classically trained a little different than Division I.
I thought you were Division I all the way.
I don't know why we're stuck on division.
Proud of you, Connor.
Sean in Levittown joins us. Sean, good morning. You're on the Fanatic. How are you?
Doing well, guys. Can't wait for Sunday.
We can't wait either, buddy. What's going on?
Not much. I kind of wanted to give my sleeper pick, I guess, for the darling.
Yeah,
sure.
I was going to say maybe Quez Watkins. I think only because, with the addition of A.J. Brown and with Devontae Smith of how good of a year he had last year as well, I think that slot position, I think that might open up for Watkins where he can have some really big games where a lot of the defenders may not pay attention to him as much as they would to Brown and Smith.
Pat said Quest, didn't I? No, somebody. I thought somebody said Quest.
As O'Connor said.
Oh, okay.
I like
O'Connor,
that one though, Sean. I mean, it's if Quest should be, if you just look at it, he's always going to be the fourth guy. If he's out there, if they have a 3 wide receiver set going,
with
he's
Goddard
always going to be
in the fourth.
He might be the fifth option if Miles Sanders is in.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
He should have a big year.
About this exercise, we're naming everybody. There's so many people on this team that could be it. Like, there's a guy on the YouTube said Landon Dickerson. Well, if we get packages of Landon Dickerson every game just pancaking people, my God, he's going to become a darling right away.
That would be cool.
And Jordan Mailata probably already is a darling.
He already is.
Yeah, but if he even improves on his play more. And then Jason Kelsey, of course, is already a darling. There's just so many likable figures on this team so far going into this season that if they perform even better and this becomes a good team and the quarterback is able to lead them to a win total that many are thinking, we know how much this town loves their Eagles. It could be a crazy season.
Looking forward to it, and we will be all over it every single week here on the John Kincade Show. Stay with us. We're your great place to start, and Fridays are always going to be a lot of fun. Reminder, Mark Schlereth tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. He'll be breaking it down with you, getting ready for the Eagles game coming up on Sunday. As we start the final hour of the show, we go to the bullpen. Ricky Batalico is here. Magic number's 22. I wonder if Ricky rejects magic numbers. We'll get to it next. It's at Wendy's Thursday on the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. I know Landis Block and Concrete is waiting to help you out. And I love the fact that there are people who are DIYers that I've had people around here going, well, why don't you do the project yourself? I'm not ready to build a beautiful outdoor patio space for myself. I'm not ready to do that. So what I was able to do is I could have leaned on Jared and the entire team at Landis Block to come up with a contractor that they know to perform the project, or we could use our own, Tony, who is creating a beautiful outdoor patio for us. It's going to be our choice, our paradise. What we did, we went to Souderton, Pennsylvania, went to their showroom, looked at all the amazing materials that Landis Block has got available to us. We designed our own color scheme. What kind of materials we wanted to use. Do we want towers? Do we want lighting? Things like that. And now our dream is going to be executed. Landis Block's got everything you need to perform your project, and they can put you in touch with great contractors too. Go to landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com. I can't wait to see my own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Fanatic Fan Fest 2022 is Saturday, October 1st at Xfinity Live. Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Go to 975thefanatic.com for more details and ticket information.
FanFest is brought to you by Everfresh Juices and Juice Drinks, Nature's Refreshment.
And
PumpmanPhilly.com. Pumpman Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. The NFL season is finally here. Practice your touchdown dance with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Kick off week 1 with a no-sweat bet for everybody. Both new customers and current customers get free bets back if you don't win. Log in and see for yourself. It's finally here. Football is back. It's time to make some money. Week 1 brings a ton of great matchups and some great opportunities for you to make some money. Of course, I like our own home team to win, and you can build yourself a nice little same-game parlay, maybe 8, 9, 10 legs. Look for that SGP symbol for a bigger payout. If you're new to FanDuel, sign up with promo code SCORDO to get started. That's promo code SCORDO, SCORDO. It's my last name. Either way, celebrate the return of football with a no-sweat bet during week 1. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you. Or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
So is this the line for Dragon's Maze?
Wow, the line is really long.
We'll meet up later.
How long will you wait?
As long as it takes.
So you guys are only going to do this one ride all day?
It won't be that long. Probably.
Mom, can you get us food?
But wait, are they cutting?
Caleb, food is so far away.
Should I say something?
Daddy, pick me up. Mom!
Hey, there's a line here.
Daddy, swing me.
That's like 20 people.
Oh my God.
One person holds the line for 20 people? This is bull.
Don't go there. Go on a real vacation. Go RVing. Learn more at GoRVing.com.
Now, local businesses can get closer to every customer in their city with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSConnect.com/local. Specific markets. Restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
This is Kirk Herbstreit, and this season I'll be calling Thursday Night Football exclusively on Prime Video alongside Al Michaels. You heard it right. 15 TNF games will be live only on Prime Video, and we've got advanced stats, multiple broadcasts, and more. This new chapter of TNF kicks off Thursday, September 15th, when the Chiefs host the Chargers. Not yet a Prime member? Go to Amazon.com/Prime Video. The Prime Night of Football only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Cigars are not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Looking for a premium smoke? Then welcome to the world of Al Capone cigars, where we're keeping it real. Using only premium natural leaf wrappers, Al Capones are hand-rolled for a unique look and smooth flavor. From mellow to bold to the rich flavor of sweet cognac, Al Capone cigars stand out. Elevate your style with Al Capone My Way. Find us at AlCaponeCigar.com. That's AlCaponeCigar.com.
Ready to feel the excitement of opening night? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the start of a new season. Bet just $5 on Thursday's game and get $200 in free bets instantly. And an added bonus for Thursday, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on Buffalo or LA to win. If your team leads by 7 points during the game, you get paid instantly.
instantly, even if your team loses. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FANATIC to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on Thursday Night Football. That's code FANATIC, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
So Wendy's Thursday on the John Kincade Show. Here on 97.5 The Fanatic, it is a great opportunity for you to go grab a Wendy's breakfast this morning. Maybe a Wendy's hot and crispy fries at lunch. They're pretty awesome, too. We love Wendy's sponsoring Game Time every single week, and we appreciate Wendy's being a part of the John Kincade Show family. And we also love it when we go to the bullpen and we bring in Ricky Batalico from the best show ever and NBC Sports Philadelphia. And, Ricky, somebody actually makes sure that you're here for a reason.
Yes, I'm sponsored by Guided Door and Window. Take advantage of Guided Door and Window's big summer sales event. Receive 40% off all windows and doors. Call 1-877-GO-GUIDA or visit GoGUIDA.com.
Amazing.
It's excellent.
His radio voice. Your radio voice is really good.
Hello, everybody.
It's really, really good. You know. So it's just that. I like it. Good afternoon, everybody. I like how they write into some of your scripts though. Hi, it's Ricky Bo. You gotta stop that.
Yeah, in the middle of it.
We gotta get rid of that. Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Everybody knows you're Ricky Bo. Or start with the Ricky Bo.
Yeah, I think starting with it's a little better.
It's like, hey, it's Ricky Bo.
If you want to throw people off, say, hey, it's Jen Scordo.
See, that'll really
Why would I do that?
That would screw with them.
Because that's gonna get people's
well,
attention.
That's what it said here in my script.
I like that, Ricky Bo. Everybody knows Ricky Bo. And it's like everybody knows you more as a nickname than your name.
Yeah. Nobody, yeah. I guess I get called. It's funny because it would be easier to just call me Ricky, Rick, whatever. Instead, people say Ricky Bo.
Well, that's what Tom and John on the broadcast do.
It just flows better.
They just call you Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky.
Yeah. My son hates it when I call you Rick for some reason.
I hate it, too.
He said it doesn't sound like me for some reason.
That's what he's like, I don't like when you call Ricky Bo Rick.
I have a lot of people that'll be like, what do you like,
That's my
Rick?
nickname.
Ricky? I say you can call me whatever you want. And most people will go straight to Ricky.
Yeah. Well, that's who you're known as.
Yeah, I guess so, but that's my real name.
Wait a minute.
His
your
name
real
is not Richard.
Ricky.
His name
I did
on his
not know
birth
that.
certificate is Ricky.
You're like little Ricky?
I do.
That's amazing. I did not know that.
Little Ricky.
You learned
Yes,
something.
that was a joke when I was a little kid.
You learn something new every day.
Ricky.
There it is. You learn something new every day. Ricky's with us
all kinds
here.
of germs flying around in here right now.
Allergy season is horrible.
They're both being ravaged by allergies right now.
Good luck in that studio, Ricky.
You know the nose spray? I started that.
What is it?
I usually, it's Flonase.
Okay.
I was told start it in February, like once a week.
Get ready for it.
And then twice a week after that.
And then what?
And then once you get into allergy season, you take it once a day. And I didn't have allergies until now, and I stopped taking it about a month ago.
But you can't stop taking it.
Oh, I did.
I try to explain this all the time to my wife. I'm like, we have Zyrtec in the house.
I
take it every day. I never have allergies.
You take it every single day?
Every single day.
I don't know if I could do that all year.
Why?
All year.
Medicine doesn't have the same effect on everybody. You know what I mean?
No, but the Flonase actually worked. I was surprised.
But I can't do anything up my nose because I have a very sensitive nose. Like if I do that, I'll just sneeze for a half an hour no matter what it is.
I'm with you.
Like my allergies, because I have it year-round. I constantly have one stuff.
You haven't do any
It
sprays.
does tickle you up there.
But if you take the allergy medicine, as they say to you, you got to keep taking it.
Yeah, because it builds up.
Right.
Yeah,
it's better on day 4 than it was on day 1, better on day 8 than it was on day 4.
Yeah, but I'm assuming this is going to be pretty bad in the fall here.
They're saying it's going to be bad.
Yeah, because we had a lot of heat.
And no rain.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, Staples Stores reminder are a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business, remote workers, and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store. Visit staplesconnect.com. I heard the opening to the best show ever on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, I'm not going to use the word panic, but there was a lot of angst and a lot of anxiety going on in the room. And Tuesday morning when we came in here, I was like, people are chill out a little bit, like on the whole thing about the Phillies. They're going to come home. The schedule balances them. And now 2 days later, you wake up and they have a 4-game lead.
Okay, but
and it.
I see where you're coming with this, but you just went into 2 under 500 teams, and you came out 1-5. That was a pathetic road trip.
It was
terrible. Really was. And my bigger thing is you're going to make the playoffs because the Brewers just keep failing every single day. And the other thing is, don't you want to go into the playoffs on a high note?
Yes.
You want to hear Debbie Downer?
Okay.
Their last, 9 games are away? Is that correct?
Yes,
9
it
games
is.
are away.
Yeah.
Last 9 games.
At the Cubs.
So they're going to go those 9 games. Then they're going to go play the 3 games, either New York, Atlanta, or St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're going to have to go away again right away if they win that series to start the next series.
At least
it's almost going to be two and a half weeks.
At least they'll have fans in the stands.
Yes, that's true. How pathetic is this?
It's pathetic. It is pathetic. It is. You've got a team that is one of the better teams in baseball, and you are getting 0 fan
they
support.
They announced over 17,000.
Which is a lot.
That's probably how many were sold, but there was nobody
It's
there.
pathetic.
I had tickets and I didn't go.
You got
Why
a team.
didn't you go?
I mean, I have season tickets, so
He has seasons.
but
so
I
it's a
didn't. I
little
didn't go because the weather was crappy and
It was 70,
Yesterday was fine last
72
night.
degrees.
It was beautiful
and clear
last
night.
It was the other night.
you know
that
what?
was
I'm thinking.
bad.
I'm thinking of
I mean, it was
Tuesday.
The other night was terrible. Tuesday was
It
terrible.
was over. School night. I usually don't make weekday games unless it's 6 p.m.
They have school in other cities.
Yes,
Jamie,
I know where you're
Jamie
going
uses
with
this on it.
What does it
They
matter?
go to school in all these other cities too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I'm not
Because you've got a team
defending it,
that's
but like, what does it
contending.
matter?
Because the team
What do you
doesn't-
care? You're not John
Because
Middleton. What do you
it
give a
should
rat's
not-
ass about the
Yeah.
attendance?
You don't
And
think a
then-
team
and then
deserves
Middleton
fan support?
threatens to move them. You're going to be the first one
Middleton's
that's
going to
pissed
threaten to move a team from 1883.
I'm just saying.
Like, come on,
I'm
guys.
saying
You
that
seriously
as a-
don't think fan support matters?
I think fans are supporting the team. I don't think they're going out and buying tickets because they're in third place. They're in the third place in a tough division. I think if they get to the playoffs, then it'll be different next year. But I honestly,
said that earlier, too.
I don't care. I don't care if you go. I don't care if he goes. Ricky's contractually obligated to go sometimes. He's got to go.
I think the players should have to
Players care.
Oh, if I walked out there and where we are, I'd be like, what?
It's
what is
embarrassing.
going on?
Ricky, do you feel there's a goodness hanging over this team more than a badness?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I like? I put this out there like the September swoon is real. We all know what it is. That's a black cloud. But I feel like that's not hanging over them as much as fun is hanging over them, and they're waiting to scratch that surface more.
You know why? I think different guys are picking this team up right now. Let's face it, the middle of the order, top of the order is doing garbage. I mean, including Bryce Harper,
sure,
including Rhys Hoskins, including all these guys.
What was your Reese stat earlier today?
What was
like
my
a
Reese
buck
stat?
$150 or something over your last?
Oh no, that was against Alcantara.
Never mind.
Well,
Sorry.
there's a lot of people that hit that against him.
You did not get the memo. You're not allowed to criticize Bryce Harper.
Why?
Don't do that because he gets defended on every time.
I don't really care. The other thing is you have to wonder. He looked like he may have pulled a little oblique
or something
last night too.
Yeah, that looked rough on that swing.
Well, we talked about that before. Coming off of his injury, he hadn't done anything. So when he comes back, you figured there might be a calf, something strange. He wasn't allowed to run. He wasn't allowed to sweat.
Not going out in the field though, so he's still not.
But that swing is so
and
violent.
he really didn't run
and
the
you
other
wonder,
night on that double either.
He got there.
Yeah, he got
I love
there.
that.
He got there.
See, there's always an excuse. Now the thing is, Odubel Herrera does that crap.
Oh, people go
and
nuts.
it's he's terrible.
Odubel Herrera sucked at baseball.
Well, that's a terrible.
He was horrible.
Guess what? You don't do what Bryce
You're
Harper did
comparing
the other night
MVP
either.
to Odubel Herrera.
No,
listen to
what
yourself.
you do is you don't do what Bryce Harper did, and you don't say, "Oh, it's okay."
What is your love affair with Odubel Herrera? Like, I gotta ask. Every single time we criticize Bryce, you bring up Odubel. Odubel hasn't been on this team in a month. Get over it.
If you don't criticize, if you're going to criticize any player on the team for Rhys Hoskins, I criticize Rhys for it. Then, so calm down. I'll give you Rhys.
It's a broken record, man.
I'll give you Rhys. Pat.
Every time, John.
Rhys Hoskins. Bad base running is what we're talking about.
I want to go a month without hearing Odubel's name. Like every time you go to Odubel.
Bad base running, if you call one player out for it, call them all out.
I just don't understand the love with Odubel.
No, you're not listening to the point.
I am.
You're not.
Thank you for listening.
Because you keep talking.
Thank you. Well, you keep talking.
Jesus.
I love you.
swear, it's the
Thank you for listening.
when you're
You
talking
put him in a seat.
when you're talking about bad base running.
Yeah.
You call everybody out for it.
But he called
and
himself
there's no
out.
excuse for it.
He called himself out.
Well, and by the way,
that's probably the smartest thing he could have done.
By the way, Tom and John Kruk, I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Because they both called him out on it immediately.
Well, that was number one. He did the old turnaround,
and then
slam
it
the bat
down.
If it,
let
me
me
put it this way: if he would have gotten thrown out at second, there would have been issues all over.
Sure, there would have
They
been.
might have lost that game.
Yeah. How many players out of 10 would have had the dejected reaction that he had, and that would have happened to?
Probably 3.
Really?
I would
I'd
say
say
3
so.
or 4.
Throw the bat like he did.
Most younger guys will bust their butt down to first base. So
Because I tried to make the point here, like, was it a bad look? And in that situation, no
I've seen
sweat.
JT do it. He'll throw it while he's running.
Yeah, but I'm just saying frustration will be, oh, my God. And you'll lose a couple of steps there. He lost a couple of more than then. I'm not making excuses for him.
By the way, I got to tell you, as bad as fielding is in the major leagues, and don't anybody try to tell me any different, because they don't even give out errors anymore. That ball has to be caught. 99 out of 100 times, that ball has to be caught.
Yeah.
That's a terrible, terrible play out there in left field.
But he made a great play by picking it up and throwing from his knee. Like, he was aware he was horrible. But almost made up for it and almost got Harper.
He overran the ball by like 8 feet.
Yeah, overran it and then slipped, and it was a weird play.
It's just ridiculous.
It's a bad team.
I'm telling you right now, when they get rid of the shift next year, you're going to see some embarrassed players out there that have no range. I really feel like that's going to happen. The sole reason is they've taken away these players' ranges. If you had good range, you don't anymore because you've been standing around waiting for the ball to come to you. Next year, you're going to have to go chasing the baseball a little bit.
Won't be the case for Edmundo Sosa.
Whatever. The dude's having a good day.
2 days.
2 days. Come on, Rick. Get Edmundo'd up.
9 o'clock hour.
Absolutely not.
9 o'clock hour is brought to you by the Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. Get your stay at Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to Bagster.com. He's patch shopping for the Scherzi. Have you got
Edmundo's? It's on order.
Yet?
We're Sosa up. Sammy, move over. Edmundo's time.
Well, we need the group of fans, too. Like Jeans, we need something for Sosa.
He hustles, too.
They're just
Edmundo's Menudos.
You could just go Edmundo's Mundo. That's world in
They're
Spanish.
just asking the same group of fans to change every night and do a different fan base because there's the blue seats.
I never thought
There's
of
a lot of blue seats.
The blue seats could be a section.
I never considered that.
I used to make fun of the Marlins and say, look at this. We got another blue seat giveaway down in Florida again. Now I can say that about here.
It's got to be disappointing in a race to the team to come out on that energy.
Well,
There's no energy you're feeding off of.
I am a firm believer that these players are, how do I put this? I think they're respected, but I don't think they're loved. In a sense that you don't know these guys. You don't know them. You know Bryce Harper. You know a little bit about JT. You definitely know Rhys Hoskins. But now go. Who else do you really know on this team?
Yeah, it's that, and I think it's also a combination of, all right, been here before the last 4 years. Okay, maybe there's a playoff spot, and then they blow it.
So everybody's going to run back?
This one's
So is everybody going to run back?
It's different because they kind of hold it now, but.
What if they,
I don't think everybody's going to run back, no.
No, they win their first
since the
series.
pandemic, I think a lot of people have said, I'm not going to the ballpark anymore.
So if they win their first series, if they win that 3-game series, then we're going to have sellouts and set us in, and everybody be like, I was in all along.
It's also because of the team that is coming in, will be coming in. So it would either be the Braves, the Dodgers, or the Mets at that point. Right? Oh, Cardinals,
or
I guess.
Something Cardinals, too.
But, one of those teams is going to be knocked. 2 of them would be knocked out also.
Better not be a school night.
But those are good teams coming in. So, yeah, it'll bring some people in. But they could also be down 2-0 coming back here.
I hope not. I'm
just saying.
The weird thing is how long they could be away.
Well,
you
I
brought
think
that
it's
up.
17 or 18 days.
September 26th would be their September 25th, their last home game.
Right. So they'd be.
There's
gone.
a real chance that they wouldn't play till like the 17th.
So it's
or
like 11 games, then 3 games and a day off. So that's 15.
And then the 2 games of the next series.
Probably 2 days off, so they'd go straight to the next city.
That's unbelievable.
They wouldn't be back for almost 3 weeks.
That's incredible.
Isn't that pretty cool, though?
Yeah, it does.
It's a hell of a road trip. Hey, guys, pack everything. I mean, think about it. You're going on your last road trip. You have to pack for 2.5, 3 weeks.
Either that or you're buying an awful lot of stuff.
It almost might help them when they get to that wild card series because they're going to be a team that's used to being on the road for that long. They might actually be in a rhythm.
Is that exhaustion?
Either that or they're beat up on the road. One of the two will have.
They're worn down from hotel food and
It's just hotel to hotel to hotel. How many cities it would be? Chicago to Chicago to Houston to wherever.
Right, exactly.
Could be all of the Central.
Man, that is bad.
Could be all Central.
No, it's Chicago, Washington.
Oh, Chicago,
Houston.
Washington.
And that's a 4 games in 3 days at Washington. Doubleheader at Washington.
Oh, that's
so you got a lot. There's a lot going on there. That is a busy number there.
And then obviously from Houston, you are planning on flying elsewhere at that point.
Is Bailey Falter your 5th starter next year right now?
He's in there. I would put him in there.
I feel like I disrespected him because he's been proving me wrong for a month.
I think you have to weigh in on what they're going to do with Painter and Abel and kind of weigh in on that. And if you're going to give one of those 2 guys a shot early on in the season, that takes one of the spots. That probably puts Bailey Falter as your long guy out of the bullpen.
Did that move you to tears, Pat? Looks like you're crying over there.
No, yeah, so it's the allergies and the emotions of prospects coming up and possibly being good. It gets me all in the
Did they just have to shut down Abel?
I didn't read that.
Who was it?
No, McGarry got promoted.
No, not him. Is there an Appel?
Yes, Mark
Appel.
Did he get shut down? He got shut down
with the elbow. That's
he
what it
hasn't
was.
pitched in forever.
He's been put on the IL like 6 times.
Wasn't it precautionary though? I think it may be, Bob. It may be precautionary.
He's the one they keep putting on and taking him off.
It's sort of like they're doing the Strasburg thing.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to really
Which
be
makes
careful.
no sense considering he's 30 years old.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they're saying, can we get some return? Look, you found money in your suit pocket. You know, you take the old suit out and you found
what happened?
The 20.
The old suit. You're
exactly.
Right. The old suit.
Because he is. If they get something out of him.
He quit when you think he quit.
He flat out
just
retired.
Went home.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I mean,
his backstory is interesting.
The perseverance, I would have quit.
Well, at least he gave it at least one more shot, and he got to the big leagues. So, sometimes it's just a dream thing that you want to get over with.
And this is the first year, by the way, he's a reliever.
Yeah, he was a starter.
Oh, yeah, that is
because he was a starter his entire career, and then this year, and it wasn't working, and then this year in AAA, they made him a reliever.
Yeah.
He flourished.
What's best show ever's vibe do you believe going into Eagles season? How would you to describe the show as a whole, you guys?
Yeah, I would say optimistic.
Okay.
I mean, I would say just for this, optimistic yet longing for more. How's that? Because we didn't get much in the Eagles training camp. You didn't get much out of the exhibition games.
You guys were throwing out 9 and 10s willy-nilly yesterday on different players.
Certain player. What would you give A.J. Brown? I gave him a 9.
Yeah. I didn't disagree with a lot of the ones you said.
I couldn't believe Dallas Goedert a 9. Because Dallas Goedert, because I said
I gave him an 8.
I love Dallas Goedert,
an 8
but he's never been a. I don't think
you know what? You know almost how I looked at it. How is he going to look in fantasy football this year?
Huge.
And but
he's never been a 7.
I'm just telling you, I think he's going to be. He could be a huge key on this. When you think about it, when you watch Jalen Hurts, even in that one series he played, what thing stuck out to you that you said, "Wow, this is something that could work"? He was throwing across the middle,
and that's
he
what
hit Quez
you
Watkins.
need to see.
He hit Goddard a couple times, I believe.
The touchdown
on that drive.
was down the middle.
Yeah,
for
down
Goddard.
the middle. Yeah. So I'm just telling you, with those 2 guys on the outside in Smith and Brown, that's going to open up a lot of the middle, and there's going to be some soft spots in the defense, 10 yards down the field.
Bob brought it up yesterday. You said yesterday, what do we want to see coming out of the game when we're talking about it on Monday? And I said, I want to see Jalen Hurts throw him down the middle of the field. I want him with 5 or 6 completions down the middle of the field for some gains.
Well, I think outside the slash might not be the best choice all the time because you look at A.J. Brown, I think he's going to get double-teamed a lot. So if you're doing that, you're throwing into at least double coverage with the safety coming over looking to pick. And, I mean, if Smith is open, I think that's great. I think that might be your best choice out of the 2 wideouts.
I think you're going to see one-on-one Goddard a lot. I mean, a lot. And if he'll have the time. Exactly. And if he has the time, which we think he will because the offensive line is so good, I see crossing patterns with Goddard, out and ups with Goddard all day long.
Same thing's going to happen with Quez.
Yeah, sure.
I think he's going to get a lot of slant patterns that could go for a lot of yards after the catch.
First 15 plays on Sunday, how many are runs, how many are passes? Because those are the scripted
I'm going to say 9
plays.
and 6. 9 passes, 6 runs.
That's the most even we've come up with.
Yeah, that's about what I would hope.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I'd hope.
Do you really want to see Sanders carry the ball all that much?
Well, here's the knowing is last year, if you go up against an opponent and you bully them and you beat the hell out of them, like they did last year, at what point are you trying to be cute? Are you trying to reinvent the wheel, or do you just go? They couldn't stop us last year. Let them show. Let's show us that you can stop.
See, here's my thing. I said 9 and 6, but I think 2 of those pass plays will be to the backs.
Okay.
So it kind of evens it off.
Sure.
Because I really believe the little dump passes are runs. You just get the ball to them a different way.
What are you, Andy Reid?
That's the way I look at it.
You really do? I do not.
That's his philosophy.
I do not like that philosophy, though.
Why?
Because I don't think that keeps the defenses honest.
You know what play? I hate the wide receiver screen. Where 2 steps back, catches the ball, and has to beat somebody one-on-one. Because if you don't beat them, it's a terrible play.
I'm more of a fan of the running back screen. And I think this offensive line is so built to do it.
But you have 2 guys in front of you. That's
exactly,
why.
Yeah. And look at the speed you have on the side. I mean, the athleticism of a Dickerson, of a Mailata Kelsey. Yeah, I hope to see that back the way Andy Reid used to do it back in the day.
Any concerns about the line?
None.
Not even about Kelsey's elbow, huh?
No. Says it feels better than it has in 3 years, Rick.
I understand that.
Just like you did after your shoulder surgery.
Jergens.
You said your shoulder felt better than it ever had.
Great, yeah.
I'm in the best shape of my career.
My shoulder feels fantastic.
That's when you start panicking, is when guys start talking about, I'm in the best shape of my career.
Exactly.
Well, you know what I always think with that? Someone's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
When I hear that expression, I'm in the best shape of my life, I'm like, okay, somebody wants to get paid.
Yeah. Of course they do.
Somebody's trying to find a way.
That's what baseball is all about now. With every player in the league,
you amazingly
never else get paid.
You never hear a guy say, "Yeah, I'm really run down."
Damn, I'm in the worst shape I've been in a while.
Yeah, I spent the entire offseason with Haagen-Dazs.
Last season, I may have said I'm done.
Yeah, they broke the wheels off you though early.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
They didn't care.
I pitched 88 innings in my first year, by the way, and that was a strike shortened season.
They drove
out of the bullpen.
They checked the Carfax on you. I mean, seriously, they drew that mileage up.
88 innings in 140 games.
We're going to find out what Ricky Bo knows next. Plus, we'll look ahead to a little bit on the first game in the NFL tonight and the Phillies and the Nats coming up this weekend. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. I want you to download the Parx Sportsbook and Casino app if you haven't done it yet. It's everything you could want in a digital casino and sportsbook. Bet Parx right now. Join me on the Bet Parx app. Right now, here's a good one for you. Up to a $50 wager this weekend, whether you're an existing customer or a new one. You can get the Eagles plus 50 points against the Lions. I think I'm covering that one. I think it's a winner. I've already placed my bet. You should place yours too. That's for existing customers or new customers. And new customers can get a risk-free bet up to $750. I told you on the Bet Parx app, I have already bet Eagles over 9.5 wins, Eagles over 10.5 wins, the Eagles to win the NFC East. Those are 3 wagers I'm going to be cashing. And Bet Parx is also an official betting partner that at any time, with all your college football that you can have and the PGA Tour, they're always tied up with them too. Your risk-free bet will be refunded in site credit. Go check them out in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show. Wow, getting drunk in the morning on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out The Fanatic pregame show this Sunday starting at 10 a.m. Live from Timeout on Pine in Huntington Valley, PA. And brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Bob Cooney, Devon Gibbons, Jamie Lynch, and Pat Egan will get you ready for the game and take a look at this week's opponent. It's The Fanatic pregame show this Sunday starting at 10 a.m. on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now at accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Our homes, we protect them from intruders with security systems. But there's another kind of intruder most people aren't aware of until it's too late. Home title thieves. When a criminal transfers your home title to a fake identity and steals your title, no one will notify you. Not the police, not even your bank. Sadly, people find out when it's too late, when their home is sold out from under them, or the eviction notice comes. That's when the legal nightmare begins. You need Home Title Lock, America's leader in home title protection. For just pennies a day, Home Title Lock puts a virtual barrier of protection around your home's title with 24/7 monitoring. Cyber technology has made it easy for criminals to steal your home. Home Title Lock alerts you if your home becomes their target. Make sure you're not already a victim. Go to HomeTitleLock.com and for a limited time, get your free title scan and complete title report. $100 value, free with sign up. Again, that's HomeTitleLock.com. HomeTitleLock.com.
Are you ready for Thursday night football? Well, feel the excitement of opening night with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. DraftKings is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the start of the new season. Bet just $5 on Thursday's game and get $200 in free bets instantly. And as an added bonus for Thursday, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet Buffalo or LA to win. If your team leads by 7 at any point during the game, you get paid instantly, even if your team loses. Listen, this is a very good way to start off the NFL season. The defending Super Bowl champions, Los Angeles, hosting the Buffalo squad that a lot of people look at as favorites for this upcoming season. So get in on this one, and if either of these teams lead by 7 at any point, you get paid instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code FANATIC to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on Thursday Night Football. That's code FANATIC only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. Bonus issued as free bets. One early win token issued at opt-in. Moneyline bets only. Deposit and wagering restrictions apply. Eligibility and terms at DraftKings.com/football terms in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dell Technologies semi-annual sale has arrived, and it's time to upgrade to the latest business technology. Save big on laptops and desktops with Windows 11 Pro. Plus, get amazing deals on server, storage, and cloud solutions, as well as top work accessories, including docks, monitors, and more. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for special business offers during our semi-annual sale.
In the Call of Duty League, there's no team worse than the Paris Legion. At the end of the 2022 season, the team found themselves at rock bottom with a record of 2 wins and 23 losses, with the second worst team record scoring at least 13 wins. This week, the Legion announced the release of almost their entire roster. With the Legion moving to Las Vegas next year, along with the Overwatch League Paris Eternal, hopefully the org can find some good footing to stand on.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
I did a site visit, and the space is absolutely incredible.
Este's Reiki Clinic is opening another studio across town.
But there's a lot to wrap up.
But staffing an entire office requires more than just deep breathing.
A receptionist and at least 4 new practitioners.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Cigars are not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Looking for a premium smoke? Then welcome to the world of Al Capone cigars, where we're keeping it real. Using only premium natural leaf wrappers, Al Capones are hand-rolled for a unique look and smooth flavor. From mellow to bold to the rich flavor of sweet cognac, Al Capone cigars stand out. Elevate your style with Al Capone My Way. Find us at alcaponecigar.com. That's alcaponecigar.com.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
Hey, imagine if your favorite casino came with an undo button. Well, you get that with FanDuel Casino's Play It Again. Get up to $1,000 back if you're down after your first day. Play your favorite table games and hundreds of slots for real cash. See why FanDuel Casino is the #1 rated online casino app. I just love to explore daily and the weekly promotions. I play with live dealers. And if you ever have a question or a problem, well, you call the best-in-class customer support team because they're there all the time. Sign up for FanDuel Casino with promo code Bob today and play it again with up to $1,000 back if you're down after your first day. That's promo code Bob. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Must not have previously placed any wager on FanDuel Sportsbook, FanDuel Casino, Betfair Casino, Mohegan Sun Casino, or Stardust Casino. Refund issued as non-withdrawable casino-only site credit that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/casino. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, I'm a seasoned broadcaster, but I've also got a fine head of hair.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Remember this Wendy's Thursday here on the John Kincade Show. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries. Their natural cut skin-on fries, perfectly sprinkled. Sea salt and better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's. It's a Wendy's Thursday in the John Kincade Show. Ricky Batalico always joins us in the 9 o'clock hour from the best show ever in the afternoons. And you come to us because somebody wants you here.
Oh, yeah.
Other than us, we want you here, too.
Of course. I'm sponsored by Guided Door and Window. Take advantage of Guided Door and Window's big summer sales event. Receive 40% off all windows and doors. Call 1-877-GO-GUIDA or visit GoGuida.com.
Well, that was like a
excellent.
That was like a sensual voice.
Yeah,
what's going
a
on,
cigarette
Ricky?
or something.
Smooth jazz.
Guys, I got a question. Do I start Mahomes or do I start Stafford this week? Ready? Go.
Mahomes.
Thank you. That's what I'm starting.
There you go. That's very good. By the way, Field Yates from ESPN with the news this morning that the Eagles have restructured the contract of Lane Johnson. They've converted $5.88 million of his salary and $2.715 million of kicker Jake Elliott's salary into signing bonuses. So that means they both get checks today.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that awesome? You get them in up front, and they've created around $7 million in cap space.
Basically, if you have the cash flow to pay them off, that's what you try to do. And those are the two guys that they could do it with.
Why is Howie, though, creating almost $7 million in cap space, extra cap space for this year?
Running back.
He can't pay Hurts. You're not allowed to pay Hurts this year. You can't pay him till the 2023 cap.
Could be something they're looking for.
You mean an extra
running back
piece?
I mean, flexibility is never a bad thing to have.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to go make the Jay Ajayi move at around Halloween.
Right. You're able to do that.
He has to free up some
space. That's a lot of money.
If he needs to be.
That's a lot of money freed up, though. That's $7 million in additional.
If you need to be credible, boom.
But yeah, and if there's a veteran at the trade deadline that has a bad contract and a team just wants to dump them, you're going to be able to get somebody good for a 6th-round pick.
What week is the trade deadline now?
It's usually around Halloween.
Week 8.
I know, but it's
week 8.
It's week 8,
Week
so
8?
it is basically halfway.
Okay,
before halfway.
So let's think here too. Coming up for contracts, I guess if Bradbury's having a good year, you could have some money to throw Bradbury's way to.
Yeah, but is that
lock him down?
That can't be the reason why they're doing that now.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, that was the whole thing, right?
That's a great one too. CJ,
they're looking
that's
for
a great
to
one.
Get a contract.
Yeah, that's a great idea too. The second,
Yeah,
you got to see some of these guys. You got to see these guys play, right?
Come on.
I thought that was weird.
I love how people just throw money at people and they haven't played that. But he hasn't even played safety.
Yeah, and there's not much.
Good point. Yeah, but you know what? He has an attitude.
I like the attitude.
I do too.
He's going to piss some guys off. Don't you just love that?
I will until it gets you a 15-yard penalty that continues to drive with somebody else. You know, I haven't seen enough of the guy.
The Bears
haven't seen enough of the guy at all to say it was good move, bad move. I hope it's a good move. I was glad they got a starting safety. What concerns me is a team like New Orleans who put all in, who signed a lot of guys to go all in this year, got rid of them for a 5th and a 7th?
Yeah, why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You wonder.
It's why? They couldn't pay him.
They didn't want to pay him.
They couldn't pay him, and they were in cap hell going forward. But
moving forward, they couldn't have paid him.
Drew Brees has a hold on them for how many years?
2 more?
You don't think that's a little odd that the guy decides to retire and puts you in cap hell?
Well,
that's not good for you.
You signed into the contract.
I understand that, but
I got you.
It should come off the boards when you retire.
You think it should come off the boards?
Yes.
You mean any benefit?
Not when you're cut. If you cut a guy, no.
Yeah, I'm with Rick on this. If they retire, you still pay the guy, but your cap space should.
So wait a minute.
But you could have a guy like, Jalen Hurts coming. You know what? Come in here and he gets X amount of money, and he's like 3 years in. I quit.
So you're saying retire? You believe retirees should get automatic cap relief 100%? Because I do not.
Why?
Because you structured the contract a certain way to gain an advantage for the years that you thought he'd be under contract and that he was under contract. So I don't believe you should get it. I don't believe you should get 100%. Now, I'd maybe think about it.
They're just trying to satisfy the Players Association. You do understand this. That's what all this stuff is about. Let's satisfy the Players Association by giving this guy X amount of years and X amount of money and pay him this much up front because nothing's guaranteed in the NFL. Well, you throw in all that money up front. That's kind of your own fault, which I see where you're coming from. But I think if the player decides to just quit, number one, you should get part of that bonus back.
Right.
And number two, I think everything should come off the boards.
Let's find out what Ricky Bo knows.
Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football.
We couldn't get Bo Jackson, but we do have Ricky Bo. So let's find out what Ricky Bo knows.
Ricky Bo, what do you know about the monarchy? The Queen may be on her deathbed. Breaking this morning. The Queen very ill.
Yes, I
just took mine.
And her family's been assembled, and
I heard that.
She's very
this
ill.
will be the first Queen gone.
She's 96.
Yeah, that's been a while. You know what? She's been around a long time. Had a good life, I'm sure.
Oh, she's had a great life.
And she's run the gamut.
She's 96, and Prince Charles would become King Charles.
King Charles.
Unless he abdicates.
Oh, wait a
and
minute.
Gives
Harry
it to
gets
William.
nothing, huh?
Harry gets nothing. No, Harry's gone.
No, I know that.
And by the way, Harry is the one who the grandmother took the title away from them.
Did he go back?
I do not. They have not said yet whether Harry is there. Or
King
not.
Chuckles.
So I think he abdicates. I'll go off the board. I think Charles.
I don't.
I think
so
Charles.
Prince William.
I think
Harry.
I think Charles will say.
Is there a queen? No queen.
No, it would be because Camilla would be the.
It would be Queen. Yeah.
Queen.
She's a step queen.
Is it step queen? I don't know what the title is.
So it's removed.
Could it have been Diana?
It would have been.
It would have been.
Yeah, she would have been. But Charles
she
would
didn't
have
come from royalty, did she?
No, she didn't. No.
That doesn't have anything to do with it anymore.
No, Kate doesn't come from
Williamstown,
royalty.
New Jersey.
Right. There you go.
Ricky, what do you know about speaking Spanish?
Is muy poquito? You
Very little.
Very little. I know enough. Me amo. I mean, I know all the basics.
Could you get
hamburguesa?
Could you get along with
doble hamburguesa?
Double hamburger.
Double hamburger. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you
I
liked
assume
triples.
you had a lot of.
Con papas fritas.
I assume you had
French
a lot of
fries.
Spanish-speaking teammates. So was there ever trouble translating with that?
There was some fun with it. I mean, let me put it this way: Edgar Renteria was one of the funniest guys you've ever met in your life. And I remember I gave up 3 crack sticks in a row, base hits, and a run scored. And I just kind of turned around, looked towards shortstop, like I don't know what else to do. And he said, "That is a bleeping yoke."
You're bleeping yoke.
Yeah, but the bleeped word did not even come out right. It was hilarious. He made me laugh right on the mound, right there.
Rick, what do you know about baseball cards and the trading industry?
I know it's way up again. I know it went through a little bit of a dead period, but when the pandemic came around, I know card values have gone up again.
Why?
And it's become a thing again.
What did the pandemic have to do with it?
Well, I think because people couldn't travel.
Right. So what they did was they stayed at home and started doing things they could do at home, collecting whatever they can. Baseball cards became a big thing again. There are actually people that open cards like live.
Oh yeah, on
boxes
YouTube.
On YouTube.
What? Yeah, so
it's insane.
You will buy a pack of cards from.
No, not a pack. They will buy.
No, I know that.
But like 1972.
Yeah,
and then they'll open them all.
Well, I know there's one guy that you will buy a pack from him, and he will open it live on YouTube. He gets millions of views on this.
Yeah,
and then he'll send you your card, and he does big business.
But isn't part of the fun of getting those cards, opening the pack yourself?
Yeah, but for some people, the fun is watching their card get opened.
But these guys
on a live stream.
These guys could also sell the cards away. Like if they're opening a 1960-something deck thing of cards that they happen to buy somewhere, and they're taking a chance that somebody big might be in there. I mean, that's what they do.
Digital content.
And then this guy might sell it right back to somebody.
Digital content, Pat.
This is great digital
Coach,
content. Hashtag.
What do we got?
Rick, what do you know about scuffed balls?
I'm sorry, what?
I see, pictures
Are you talking like dogs?
I use Manscaped.
balls. So a pitcher throws a ball, it hits, barely hits the dirt, and the ball is gone.
I think
that little scuff mark changes.
Oh, yeah, it definitely could. I mean, I could have used it. If you put a scuff mark on one side, whatever side you put it on, the ball's moving to the other side when you throw it. So, yeah, it helps. But I don't know how dumb these players are nowadays. Don't you want that little extra movement? I mean, why do they throw every single ball? We've seen balls fouled off onto AstroTurf or whatever, next turf. And you know what they do? They throw them out. Just give me the ball back.
Coach, and Manscaped can take care of all that to you, too.
Wait, Rick, are they required to throw that ball out?
I don't think so.
As soon as it hits the dirt,
I don't think so. Yeah, the catchers throw it away.
But do they have to?
And they put them in the buckets, and then they bring them back.
I think you could play it off. I've seen it played off where I've seen the guy get the ball back.
Connor?
Rick, what do you know about giraffes?
I know they're tall. I know my daughter's got to feed them at the Philadelphia Zoo because Scott Fransky's wife was working there at one point. So we went and fed the giraffes behind the scenes.
What'd you feed
them?
them?
Pretty cool. I believe it was just lettuce.
What does she do?
I don't know what she was doing.
Pat's looking for tickets.
She was working there at one point.
I thought you said giraffes.
No, I said giraffes.
And I heard you say giraffes, and I thought Ricky goes, I like tall ones. And I was like, Bob
tall.
would agree with that. He likes a tall draft.
Oh, I love a tall draft.
Bob loves a tall draft.
Yeah.
Tall, cold.
No, I'm talking about the stretchy horses.
There you go.
With a frosty mug.
Oh, that is really good.
I just got the kegerator going at
There
home.
you go.
Oh, it's the great. I got one more for you real quick. Do you have one, John?
Go for it.
What do you know about the beef between Harry Styles and Chris Pine?
I know diddly.
By the way, Chris Pine looks like...
I know he spit on him the other night.
Yeah, and he claims that he didn't.
Awards, right?
They claim that they didn't, but Harry Styles will not comment.
Why don't they just drop the gloves? Get it over with.
Well,
Somebody
neither
spit
one.
on you.
That'd be a slap fight between the two of them.
Yeah,
Chris Pine looks like Martina Navratilova.
You know, you could slap him in the eye,
pretty tough.
catch him with an eyelash or something.
He could hit him with the collar. The collar was like 10
Drop
feet
the
long.
gloves. Get it over with.
It's just weird. It is weird.
Ricky, what do you know about the Premier League?
The Premier League soccer?
Yeah. Are you into it at all?
I am not at all.
You do soccer,
I
so that's
do
a
know
start.
it's on at weird times, which is always
What's
kind
that,
of
Saturday, 8 a.m.?
Yes.
Saturday at like 8 a.m., 10
The reason why I say that is because that's the times I will kind of throw it on because I like live sporting events.
Okay.
And I like listening to the crowds there. Isn't that weird? Since I was a little kid, my dad used to have it on Saturday or Sunday mornings. I remember the crowds. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
one
all
more.
I know.
But you have a team that you follow or anything?
Man United.
Okay. Just curious.
You like Man United.
Manchester United.
Not women.
Man U, not Man City, Man U.
There you go. Man
Women United.
There we go. Our numbers there. Hey, I got something for you off of Flipboard, Pat, that you'll really like.
Here we go.
Because you brought up something on Saturday about the cartoons. It was on my TV ratings page.
Yeah, you're a Flipboard lobbyist.
You can just do this. I am a lobbyist for it. Get the Flipboard. Don't get it downloaded now. The networks are finding out that people like Bob Cooney should not be listened to. Now, they did not mention Bob's name in the piece, but the TV networks are finding out that putting on game shows at night is actually 4 times as profitable.
What?
As some of the shows that they have on that have casts.
Really?
Okay,
where they're paying for the cast.
By the way, I get it, but is that just because it's the newness of the thing?
I don't know. It's that the game shows right now are running a profitability 3.1 times to 4.2 times more
What's
profitable.
the one with the no whammies?
That's
Pressure Luck.
Pressure Luck.
She's hot.
What is that?
Banks?
What is her name?
Banks?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's back. Oh, yeah. Pressure Luck's on at night.
Did you ever see the documentary on the guy who figured out how to time it?
No.
He took Pressure Luck. Yes.
He took him to the...
Yeah, he took them to the cleaners.
Whoa,
he
whoa,
had
what
it
did he
down
do?
to a science where
1 second,
he
2
knew,
seconds.
he knew exactly when to hit it, and he took them for everything. I mean, he really hammered them. Yeah, it's a good stupid documentary.
Elizabeth Banks. They're finding out right now that those shows are 3 to 4 times as profitable as the shows that have cast members where they're paying entire casts and staffs of writers.
Really?
That more people, they're making more money on those shows.
Well, because everything went reality, let's face it. And people like to see real people doing things, not these fake actors.
It could be. Is it like...
Maybe it's starting.
The sitcoms.
Think about it. Movies now, what are the movies everybody watches?
Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're good.
Yeah, but it's fake.
Yeah, but a lot of it is...
I mean, it's all
like there's
legitimately... They used to be cartoons.
Yeah, but
think about it.
All movies are fake.
Yeah.
Well,
no. But
come on, you...
Come on.
That's not true. Titanic happened.
It's true.
It did happen.
It happened.
Good point.
Can't argue that.
Do you think Jack
She
would
should
have
have
been...
just let him on the
You
thing.
think Jack would have been hot for her?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know what
No.
Jack's
Why
into.
wouldn't he have
No,
been?
that movie was
He
just...
won his ticket at a poker game.
I understand.
He might never have seen a woman that looked like that before.
He didn't
Who knows
win,
Jack's
though.
bad.
I
Into a
wouldn't say that's
car
a
and had
win.
his way.
No, yeah, he ends up dying. That's not a win.
It's not a win.
Every single guy that didn't win that ticket on the poker game was like, "Whoo, we dodged a bullet on that one."
Yep.
You see how I mean, there's some. It said scripted television is becoming very unprofitable, and it's even some of these streaming services are finding out now because they have to foot the money more than the networks. They're finding out that it's not scripted television is not that profitable.
Do you feel like most people that are watching these are older people?
The game shows?
Yes.
The game.
Press your luck, yeah.
I watch a game show every night. Every night I watch
Jeopardy, though, right?
Every night.
So there's your answer.
Wow.
I ever tell you about the Jeopardy thing?
He was right there. It was a layup.
Did I ever tell you about the Jeopardy thing?
Can't lift your arm above your head right now. Come on.
I was playing with the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes.
And we had one TV was on DirecTV, the other one was on regular cable.
Right.
So I'm watching on regular cable in one half of the room.
Is ahead.
I'm answering every question as it comes out. They had no idea. None.
Who was it that was just betting on games that they knew the outcome of the replay? Bob was winning. Didn't you do it?
Oh, I got a guy, one of my boys for $20. It was a replay of a game. We were at a bar, and he didn't know it was a replay. And they were down 2-1 with 20 seconds to go. And I said, I'll bet you 20 they come back and win this game. He's like, yeah, sure. Boom, goal, tied 2-2. Boom, they scored 5 seconds to go.
The bartender.
It was a replay. The bartender was cool, yeah.
He didn't turn Bob in for the scam.
Did you ever? Well, he knows
I gave it
now,
back to him
obviously.
then. No, I gave it back to
All
him.
right,
You should have. You shouldn't have been that dumb.
Okay, Bills.
He was drunk.
The Bills.
So?
Bills tonight are one of the 3 in the last 30 years since 1991 season. One of the 3 heaviest favorites to win the Super Bowl going into a season. I don't think they're going to win tonight.
You don't.
No, because everybody in the world thinks the Bills are winning the Super Bowl and the Bills are going to. I think the Rams are really good. They're Super Bowl champ, and I think the Bills lose a tight one tonight.
It's fair enough.
I have to see them win. I haven't seen them win a big game yet.
I think in our mentality of guys our age, we saw so much losing by the Bills over the years, and in big games, even when they were good. It's hard to imagine them winning a Super Bowl.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Right?
I mean, everybody's just.
Yeah. 0
for 4.
They are one of the heaviest favorites to win a Super Bowl.
That's
in the
got
last
to be
30
tough on
years.
Allen because that's putting a lot of pressure on him.
I wonder about the Super Bowl hangover. You know, I mean, they've been smelling themselves a little bit. Matt Stafford doing AT&T commercials. I wonder if there's something to that where they come out a little too confident.
And you hardly saw Matt on many commercials. Like before they won. Before they won. Right?
Yeah, you never saw him.
These games usually come out in one direction. Either I know what he's talking about with the hangover, but I think the celebration party before the game. You know, all the players are into it.
The banner ceremony.
If the Bills come out like, we're going to punch you in the face, that could really take the Rams right out of the game early.
I remember the Eagles sleptwalked through that first half of the Falcon game when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, they got booted.
Well, they had the lightning delay.
Yeah.
Then it was they were not playing well, and then they ended up surviving that one. It was like 15-12 or something like weird thing like that.
They're not surviving this weekend. They're going to kick the daylights out of the Lions.
Yeah,
I'm seeing this spread and I'm laughing at it.
I don't understand it. But I guess it happens. Where are you going to be on Sunday, guys? You're going to be at Timeout on Pine.
Can't wait. Timeout on Pine. Yeah, up in Huntington Valley. Pat's going to be on 9 to 10. And then me, Jamie, Devon will join him at 10 o'clock. Take you up to the Eagles game, Detroit Lions. Come on out. What a great place it looks like. And I was just talking to Jen, one of our sales associates, that she lives 5 minutes from there, and she says the place is great. And as you know, Jamie's been drooling over the menu for about a week now. So
Timeoutpa.com.
Yeah, timeoutpa.com.
Check it on out. And that is Sunday morning. Pat, you have something special planned the 9 to 10? I mean, is it going to be like a striptease or something like that on the radio?
If it will get people out, then yes. If you don't want to see me without clothes on, then I won't be doing that.
I know what it's going to be. It's
really a win-win.
You got to be there bright and early.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Mimosas and Bloody Marys.
Sounds like a good deal. And then the following Sunday, the following Monday, we'll kick it off right after the best show ever for Monday Night Football, Eagles home opener, live from Xfinity Live.
Nice. So you're going
we'll be doing
from
the pregame
here
show
early in the morning, and you're going.
And we'll
over
be there for that opener that night, which would be great, and the whole gang will be there.
Should be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. The line. By the way, Pat, one more thing off Flipboard for you. Wear your white.
Wear my white? What do you mean?
You know how it says you're not allowed to wear white?
After Labor Day,
as long as you're not wearing direct, what is called blatant white. Any shade
Who
of
says it? Who makes up
this is now the new fashion rules.
It's like the 1700s.
Probably Anna Winter.
Wait, does John have the wrong crowd when we're talking about fashion rules?
Yeah,
next to me and Egan.
Don't wear white.
I was kind of cracking up when he said it because I'm like, do I look like a fashionista? I wear Philly shirts every day.
I just want to get you these exciting things that you can find if you would download Flipboard.
My fashion sense has not changed since I was about 14 years old. Neither has my height. So it's just all stayed the same with me. All right?
He's got the same wardrobe.
Yeah, it's been the same.
It is very similar.
I still got my Chase Utley jerseys and my Jimmy Rollins jerseys. They still fit.
And they all still fit?
Yeah, Cole Hamels jersey.
Must be nice.
When was the last time you wore a tie?
You don't have to
probably
anymore,
a wedding.
so it doesn't matter.
It's probably a wedding.
Wait, didn't you wear a tie when we went out to dinner, or were you tieless?
No, he wore one to Burns. You wore one to Burns.
He
looked like a million.
No, I didn't wear a tie.
No, I didn't wear a tie. You were open.
I thought you
I was
did.
in a suit. No, I was in a suit, no tie.
Ricky,
because I didn't know, man. I've never been. You think I'm out here in Tampa?
Ricky, he walked into Burns.
Yeah,
and literally they were like, "Mr. Kincade, this you must be with Mr. Egan."
Yeah, you're overdressed.
He looked like $1 million.
That's ridiculous.
He looked fantastic.
You are way overdressed for a steakhouse.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, not at Burns.
I've seen people in shorts in there.
Well, yeah, there's some real idiots at Burns like that.
Why do you have to dress up? Why do you have to dress up to go eat?
Why do you wear a jacket on television to talk about baseball?
Yeah, you want to talk.
Me do it.
Well, then guess what? Then have the same
Sportsnet.
fire then for that.
Yeah,
Bring it up
Comcast
to them.
Sportsnet acts like you're doing crossover or crossfire
Do we have to
on
call?
CNN.
Do we have to call Sean Kane?
I do not.
Do we have to call right now? Do we have to call these people and say?
Sean Kane's my producer.
Well,
He's not going to do it.
do we have to say to Sean? Do we have to say to Booney and all them and say, stop with the jackets?
Yeah, I don't think we should wear jackets.
Why should you wear
Trust
jackets?
Me, I'm on this page with you.
It makes no sense.
You're arguing with the wrong person.
It makes no sense. I mean,
I'd rather have I'd rather wear this. What I'm wearing right now.
Stand up to the man.
Yeah.
You guys all look great.
Thanks, Connor.
Well, because I have a couple guys over there that like wearing ties, which I don't understand.
Like wearing ties, talking about baseball.
I don't understand.
What about polo shirts, golf shirts, pullovers?
T-shirt
baseball.
and shorts.
Well, I don't know about that. Jamie will want to wear flip-flops. He'll do a flip-flop segment.
That'll be going too far.
Hey, great job, Ricky. Get back to work today. Don't be late. 2:00.
I'm already early.
There you go. Hey, support life-saving cancer research. Join us and our generous partner, the Davis CPA Group. Make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com/AACR because cancer research saves lives. Friday, tomorrow, don't miss it. Mark Schlereth at 7 a.m. He'll be working that Fox game. He'll break it down with us. We will have a great time with Stink and more. Join us tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, guys, NFL season, it's here. Practice your touchdown dance with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Kick off week 1 with a no-sweat bet for everybody. Both new customers and current customers get free bets back if you don't win. Log in for yourself and see. You know how to do it. You can go money lines for your favorite team. You can bet the point spreads, over-unders. Bet some stuff on individual people. I don't know, touchdowns, rushing yards, throwing yards, whatever you want to do. Make it into a parlay for even bigger payouts. Are you new to FanDuel? Well, then sign up with promo code Bob to get started. That's promo code Bob. Either way, celebrate the return of football with a no-sweat bet during week 1. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
For someone who's super, super hot, you're really cranky.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Home title theft. It's on the rise, and it's devastating if it happens to you. Listen to the alarming words of an actual home title thief.
I don't need to know your date of birth and social security number. All I have to do is go to public records, create a document, and file that document. And then I can borrow against the house or sell the house. You may have no clue until you find out that your house has been sold or till several loans or several banks are foreclosing on you.
For pennies a day, Home Title Lock puts a virtual barrier of protection around your home's title with 24/7 monitoring. The instant they detect any tampering, you'll get an alert. And that's bad news for home title thieves.
So the problem with